Well met, and welcome to the world of Toril, land of the Forgotten Realms, home to famous, awe-inspiring names. Elminster the Sage of Shadowdale, Dristu Erden, the famous renegade Drow Ranger, Wolfgar the Barbarian, Lady Illustrial Silverhand, and equal legends in their own mind, Siege and Arrow. As very young children, Siege and Arrow were born into Baldur's Gate nobility. Political skullduggery left their family penniless. The boys, shaken from their beds in the middle of the night, kicked out into the streets to fend for themselves, were too young at the time to know what fate befell either their parents or other siblings. Suffice it to say that their family name was stricken from the record of nobles. Arrow, quick of wit, and never short on charm, and Siege, the gentle giant, have spent a life on the road, nearly saving damsels in distress, and have come very close to having adventures worthy of bardic song. Yet, Arrow has never forgotten his roots, never forgotten the prestige, power, and very pretty servants waiting on his beck and call. Always confident that he would one day claim what was rightfully his and bring his family name back from the shadows to a place of honor. If only he could remember what that family name was. No matter, he would make one up if need be. But first, he would need a symbol of that power. The devil's swine blade. He liked the ring of that. A blade said to be lost in Dung Figgus. And that, my friends, is where we find ourselves at this moment. The 14th day of Kythorn is beautiful. A welcome change to the past few cold and rainy days that now leave our heroes' mounts marking soft, sinking hoofprints in the dirt of the old road, branching off northeast from the high road from Neverwinter into the foothills of Mount Hotnu. It was here that Arrow was sure to find Dung Figgus, Thoras, or Old Tongue for the shithole.
Come, Siege, there is evil afoot.
The stream is about to start.
Oh, it's a good one. Okay, come on. And we're live! That's right. Hello all, and welcome back to the INVICTUS stream! My name, as always, is Mr. Harlan Guthrie, and I am here with my enigmatic friend, Mycl Barber. My oafish brother, Alex.
Yes, I'm not all Ophis.
And we are here with the ongoing adventures of Siege and Arrow. The road to Dung Figgus. That's right. We are so happy to be here on this Wednesday night. My name, as always, is Mr. Harlan Guthrie, a.k.a. Arrow. And man, it is great to be playing a game run by my very good friend, Mycl. Mycl, I'm excited to see you back in GM chair. How you feeling tonight? You're muted, buddy, so I'm just assuming you're speechless.
No, it's good to see you guys again. Nice to have you guys back. And,
you are
doing Siege and Arrow.
Well, Siege and Arrow are beside, because realistically, Mycl in the GM helm, where he does his thing, is really the pinnacle of what Dungeons and Dragons is all about. So a big round of applause to my secretary. He's the man who introduced pretty much all of the INVICTUS boys into role playing in one way or another. Am I right? Am I right?
I was gonna say everyone but Alex, I think.
But Alex?
Well, but yes, also.
Yeah.
But yes? I don't know, because you know what?
Bring me around.
Yeah, he was also there
When he was there for our first kind of group game.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
I'm sure he looked to you and saw the way you were playing and was like, oh yeah, that's how we need to do it.
Really? Because I was looking at Alex going, oh.
I think we're all looking at each other. So. In any case, welcome to the INVICTUS stream! This is, of course, an 18-plus show. Why is it 18-plus? I don't know. I just say that in front of every show because it's easier than trying to make it 18-plus or think about what we're going to say. This is Siege and Arrow. This is the second of the ongoing adventures. If you haven't watched the first one, it doesn't matter. It's episodic. You can watch it in any order. Or does episodic mean that it needs to be watched in order? Uh-oh. Viewer discretion is advised, says Alex. Evil!
18 plus.
Yes, it's going to be 18 plus. If you're uncomfortable with boobs and penises and vaginas, can't even say it, then please close the video. But before you do, make sure you like the video, share, subscribe, do all that kind of nonsense. We don't advertise. What we want is we want word of mouth, which means if you have a mouth, spread the word. Invictus is here to stay. And they're awesome. Also, make sure you are part of the Facebook group. When you are part of the Facebook group, you have friends, but also you have a chance to win MVP, aka Most Valuable Post. It's supposed to be awarded to one person during the week who basically best exemplifies what we're trying to create, community spirit. And to give us the MVP, I throw it to my very sexual friend, Mr. Mycl Barber.
Thank you. Yes, most valuable post this week. Very simply going to go to Miss Aisha D. Lyle and the Solve the Mystery post. I had a lot of people playing and making comments and figuring things out. So thank you very much for the time of everyone that put into all the amazing posts this week. Thank you.
It was a lot of fantastic stuff, and yes, he's absolutely right. That whodunit mystery was very cool. Now that I see how it works, I'm going to play on the next one. So, be prepared for that. Well done, Aisha. You're going to win 1 XP. Now, there's a few people I noticed, Zia, who are not up to date on their XP. That is my fault. Justin's on vacation. I'm taking over the helm, and I just have too many things, guys. I got a baby, so that takes my time. No, but if your XP is not correct, just post on the group, and I'll fix it, because that's how we do. But most importantly, the majority should be right. I want to mention that we have Extra Life. Extra Life is the amazing, fantastic charity that we are working with. Basically, it is a charity that supports Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. And because November 4th is the date where we're doing the 24-hour live stream, it's been a bit up and down with promotion. I don't want to bombard you guys asking for money every single time because we have a lot of months to go and I want to be asking more closer to. But that doesn't mean it's not important to talk about, and it also doesn't mean that I should not be thanking the people who are continually donating. And just today and yesterday, we had 2 more donations. One from David Ionati, who is the person who drove the spike to get this started. So huge thank you to him. So much to thank for that guy. And I think who, without guessing, would probably now be our top donator, Mr. Bjorn Peterson, who's just the sexiest man I have ever seen, and he's just a fantastic person and a good friend. And he has been with us since the beginning of the video game streaming days, I think. He was here before as well. But that's sort of when he started making his voice heard and helping me figure out how to do very basic things in video games. And he has been a longtime supporter, and pretty much consistently every Wednesday he is donating additionally to drive our cause forward. So a huge and special thank you to Bjorn, who I probably continue saying your name incorrectly, and I'm so sorry. If we were talking in real life, it would be easier, but I'm pretty sure it's Bjorn. Bjorn? I don't know. I know Lucas is Wookish. Lauren is Lauren. I think I've gotten that one. Siege is Siagi. Mycl is Mycl. And my name is Harlan.
Oh,
Don't all talk at once, gentlemen. Let's get the energy up. It's Siege and Arrow time, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry, I just realized I lost my overlay.
Well, that's okay. Overlays are for the poor and needy, and we are rich in spirit and ham. I have a packet full of ham in my back seat, and I'm ready to eat. I don't have anything else to talk about. Who wants to play Siege and Arrow time?
Oh, I do.
I knew you would, but it's up to Mycl, the GM. Mycl?
And as the sun sets, the road ahead is long, and you hear the sound of the sucking from the hooves of your horses into the soft dirt. From up ahead, you see a silhouette of a carriage and what looks to be 2 short, squat horses that plod along. Seems to be a single large driver.
I turn to Siege. Siege, quiet. Stop your horse. I feel like up ahead these two... Were you sleeping?
Oh, sorry, Arrow. I wasn't sleeping. I was simply resting my eyes and body.
Where's your hat?
I'm not wearing it?
Did you fall asleep on your horse again and your hat fell off?
Oh no. I've lost it.
You fool.
Oh no,
You've been traveling for a day.
Favorite hat.
How have you been riding and sleeping for a day, you fool?
Arrow, that hat, I've had it ever since I was a little boy. It was such a good hat.
Well,
it was
it was-
starting to get small.
It was inadequate, and let's call it a helmet. It wasn't quite a hat. Hats are made of fabric, I think, probably. But listen, there's someone up ahead. 2 people. It looks like a horse. I'm going to sneak up. You stay here and do whatever it is you do. And
All right then, I'll look for my hat.
And I dismount and draw my sword and begin
Oh,
crouch
hat.
walking towards...
Oh, hat.
Siege! Shut up!
Sorry.
And I begin walking up, sword drawn, towards the 2 young horses.
And you make your way up the road, and up the road you go. And Siege, you see Arrow getting farther and farther away, and closer to the large carriage, and you can see that it is overdrawn, or overloaded with pots and pans, and you now see before you, sitting in the driver's seat, let's see if we can screen share this lovely young lady here. And she welcomes you. Or she looks at you and she says, "Hello, sweetie."
We don't see the screen share just yet.
Oh, sorry.
Unforgivable. I have no
Are we-
idea what I'm in.
Are we on our feet, Michael?
I am.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we
look
go.
at her.
Hello, sweetie.
And I react. Oh, Jesus! What is wrong with you?
What?
And I come running up. Arrow, perhaps they have my hat on here. Oh, hello.
There's something wrong with this lady. Are you all right? And I sheathe my sword.
And she
She's
pretty much stares at you with that same grimace.
What?
Well met, young men.
Well met too.
You're so beautiful.
Siege, come now. You must be delirious.
You see their cheeks go a little bit darker green. Why,
Oh God.
thank you, strong man.
I love the way that your skin is so greasy.
Oh right, Siege. I think you're delirious. You've lost your helmet. Go search for it somewhere else. Listen, lady. Are you dying of some ailment? Perhaps your screen is green. That's how I say it.
I'll forgive that for now.
But I'm just.
Perhaps you can tell me what is on the road ahead. My travels.
No.
What have you seen in
Deathly ill, madame. Look, my skin is pink and plump and luscious, smooth. I cream and moisturize daily, but yours is scaly and green. And I kind of walk up and reach a hand out to try to touch her.
And she goes to slap it away.
Oh, yes. No, I'm used to that. But are you all right? We might have some herbs of some sort.
I am well.
As those two are talking,
Sorry, go ahead.
okay. I'm walking around the other side of the cart, which is
Yeah.
tied down with tons and tons of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And in my infinite wisdom, I decide to cut one of the ropes because I think I see my helmet. Oh, I think I see it in here.
See what?
And I
Siege?
cut and release.
And pots and pans and other like shovels and picks come storming at you.
Oh no! Oh!
Oh, no,
If you weren't
no.
so good looking, I'd be so angry right now.
Yeah, this is taking a rather interesting turn. Listen, ma'am, I'm not sure what type of human you are, but you obviously are very ill, and if you'd like, we can offer you some sort of compensation for your ugliness. Perhaps.
Perhaps. because it is getting rather late in the day, you could share a camp with me and make sure that I'm looked after. I was hoping to be further down the road, but apparently not this evening.
Yes, perhaps we can share a camp with you. Siege! A sidebar for a moment, please. And I grab Siege by his cuff, his shirt cuff, and I pull him off to the edge of the wood. And clearly he's still in a pile because he's nowhere to be seen. I go searching through the pile. Siege, are you in here? Just 1 second, please. All right. Listen, lady, what are you?
I'm but a simple merchant named Karask.
All right, Karask. I mean, what are you? You're not human. You look like a
I
lizard.
think I found it, Arrow!
That's not your helmet, but it actually would probably be more secure. Your last one was made of duct tape. Siege, a sidebar, and now that he's popped his head
I'm
up,
paying for that.
I grab him and I pull him to the edge of the wood. Siege, what is wrong with you?
Well, I think I found my helmet, and she's so beautiful. I
She's
can't
not
keep
beautiful. What is wrong with you? Look at her. She's absolutely hideous. She looks like some sort of vile green leprous man-beast woman thing.
And I slap it. I slap you.
Ooh.
Arrow, don't speak like that of such a sullen beauty.
Right. Okay, well, she's all yours then, Siege, if that's the way you want to play this.
Oh, really? I thought you were just doing that thing where you tried to tell me that someone's ugly and really you are totally infatuated with them and you can't stop talking about them or looking at them or speaking
I can
to them.
earnestly say, Siege, that this one is all you, and I encourage you to pursue her with all your ghastly delights.
Oh, this is for sure excellent news. Thank you, Arrow.
No, it is a match made in heaven, for sure. But hold on, are you willing to protect her overnight? We know nothing of her. She could be a lizard person.
You're absolutely right. I know nothing about her. And I run over to her. Hello, my name is Siege. I'm an adventurer.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Siege. I'm Kalask. And you can see that she starts getting what you now see are donkeys, not horses, and pulling the cart off to the side of the road where she starts setting up camp. Perhaps you could help with the camp setup.
Right. Well,
Perhaps
listen,
fire going or something.
lady, I do the talking in this trio of two, and we will protect you during the night. On seven precise conditions. The first being that my brother here can have this pot.
Oh, do it. I'll protect her.
I'm just...
Oh, sorry. Yes, listen to my friend here.
The pot.
He is...
Is the pot a fair trade, first off?
You said there were 7.
Well, it's a 7-part. The pot it's going to be part of the pot is. I don't have anything else. But if I think of something in the night, I might add something later. Is that agreeable?
No, I believe the term should be set now.
Damn. Okay. The pot.
We'll do it for the pot.
Damn. All right. Fine. The pot.
The pot it is. And she reaches out a large hand to shake yours.
I'm not going to. But not because I find you hideous. It's because I haven't washed my hands. They're quite dirty.
But I reach out and I grab it and I start to go towards and kiss it.
All right. I'm leaving. And I walk back to the horses.
Oh. Yes. That's quite nice. Thank you. You're quite a gentleman.
I'm vomiting, just so you know. And I head back to the horses and I begin leading them up as I talk to myself. Hideous woman. It's called Siege. Finds attractive. That's just outies.
So where do you come from? I say to her.
Well, I actually come from the city of Baldur's Gate, but I do travel quite a bit in my wares and my travels.
Did you say Baldur's Gate?
Why, yes, I do.
Siege? I think
Yes.
maybe that's where we're from. Perhaps, I think. Maybe.
The name does ring a bell, though, mind you, tend to be I my memory is not that
Well,
fantastic.
it goes for both of us. Was it Cassandra? Was it?
Cask.
We'll go with Cassandra. Yeah, see, a few years back, we stumbled across a patch of mushrooms that really did a number on our brains and memory. So,
Interesting that you say that.
yes, why?
And she goes and she shuffles through her pack,
Oh,
and she actually pulls out this little like wooden coffer,
oh.
and she opens it up, and you can see these strangely colored mushrooms. And she goes,
I haven't done this since I was a young
"Would
boy.
you care to partake once camp is set?"
Do you have any Pink Floyd, perhaps? Or...
I love mushrooms, and I reach a hand in and I immediately put 3 or 4 in my mouth.
Oh, see,
They're so tasty. I'm so full of protein, Arrow.
Siege, you fool! As I look at him, I reach and grab one. You do one, and then another, and then another, so you
She closes
taste the
basket.
difference.
And I need you both to roll a Constitution save. So on your character sheets, you should see your Constitution save. You should both be fairly high because you're both fighters. I will post the character sheets after this game. I normally do it before. I apologize.
Unforgivable.
Constitution.
Yes, it means when you take a bowel movement.
Don't you mean constipation?
No. That's before you take a bowel movement.
So it's a 1d20 plus whatever your Constitution save.
Constitution save. Where is it on this sheet?
There's on this sheet. Jinx.
Initiative.
Oh, there we go. Right at the top. Skills.
Yeah, it'll be under.
Ah,
Oh,
right.
no.
Right. No.
No. Performance,
So,
religion,
Constitution. Is it just the +2 to Constitution that I have?
That very well could be.
Okay, so my Constitution is +2. I will roll a 1d20.
It's probably going to be +4 because you are a fighter.
We'll go
so
with
you get
that.
your proficiency bonus.
Ah, very good. 22.
stealth.
22.
As I said, I
Very
took a lot of
good.
mushrooms in my day. Unfortunately, you don't have any Pink Floyd. What about any
I really
ZZ Top?
despise the fact that I didn't review this sheet before
What
before
sheet?
we started playing.
Do you have a sheet? And I reach into Siege's pockets and try to pull out, and I find just peanut butter. Gee, goddamn Siege, you monster! And I go to the other one, and it's just honey. What do you do? Why do you have peanut butter and honey in either pocket?
If you ever need something to put on bread, it's in my pocket. It's
Yeah.
quite simple, Arrow. It's
Well
not that
then,
difficult.
and I, without thinking, I go into his back pocket, and there is jam. That's what I was
There
looking
you go.
for.
So you're both. So you are a +4 bonus. There, Siege.
Siege. Okay. And then what are we rolling here? Sorry.
A D20.
1d20.
D20. 1d20. Okay.
And let's see where young Arrow is.
4.
So on the sheet you'll see abilities, and then on the right hand side it says saving throws. Yes. Oh. No, sorry. Harlan, yours is just +2.
Okay, well I had a 20. I had 18, so I got 20.
So
anyway.
Oh, mine didn't seem to download properly.
All
I
right.
mean,
Well, that's all right.
it didn't.
So
seem
we
to
got a
translate.
4 +4, 8 for Siege,
Oh,
and a
jeez.
20 for Arrow.
Ah,
Oh wow.
they
Okay.
feel delicious. I think
And
mine
you
might
both
have been
feel
portobello.
yourself get like completely numb, and you feel tingles throughout your body,
This is just
Who?
Siege or both of us.
both of you,
Oh,
and you both just
Oh.
fall over backwards onto the soft ground.
oh, this feels good.
Doing, yoing, 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 yoing. Funny
Oh,
sounds.
Cassandra, I enjoyed this.
When you wake,
Mm,
Arrow,
yes.
the sun is just coming up over the eastern sky.
Oh.
You can look out and see the large, vast Neverwinter wood,
Mm.
and you see that Kalisk is long gone, but your horses seem to be just grazing in the field.
Oh, what a bitch.
And you find it, your body's stiff, like you've been lying there for a couple days.
Mm. Days. Wait a minute.
Feels like you haven't moved in days.
This He goes, "That's not porcini. Siege!" And I slap his knee. "Get up, you fool!
Oh,
I thought they were portobello mushrooms, but they're not."
I feel so rested. As if I've been sleeping for days.
Actually, Siege, I need you to do another Constitution check to see if you can wake up yet.
Oh, okay.
Ew.
So I'll roll another. Well, they're both 8, so that worked out well.
My
I
math
rolled 2
feels
accidentally.
like fair.
All right.
8.
So Siege is still passed out.
God damn it. So I stand up and I look around. Do I see anything around me?
No, the road seems to be empty both ways. It does seem, judging by the sun in the sky, it's fairly early morning.
All right. Well, I can bring Siege to the horses, bring the horses to him, or... And cut to me just walking through the woods alone. I feel like a weight has been lifted. It's nice to be alone with my thoughts in the woods. Siege, does this remind... right. No bother, I can carry on without him. It's not like I need a toothpick. Where is the tooth? God damn it. Right. So I head back to Siege, and I reach into his pocket for a toothpick, hoping not to wake him.
All right, and Siege, you awaken.
Oh, peanut butter jelly sandwiches!
God damn.
And I immediately reach into my
you woke.
pocket.
I was trying for days to wake you,
Gosh.
brother.
Oh, thank you, Arrow, for waking me up.
Well, I hope you understand that this Cassandra bitch stole, well, nothing, I suppose. Why
What
did
did
she
she-
give us mushrooms and leave us?
Maybe we were sleeping too long.
Perhaps. It seemed rather important for her to give us the mushrooms. It was literally the first thing she offered.
Any sign of anything missing?
So you could do what's called an investigation roll. So you find that on the right-hand side of your sheet under skills.
I will do the same with another 18, which is
All right, so you get a
19.
19.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
have
you
a
don't
negative
seem
1.
to see anything missing. And yes,
And you have a negative.
Siege, you have a -1 in that.
So 3.
Did you wait a minute? But that's the exact same thing we rolled last time, 18 and 4. Okay, no, 3. Fair enough. I don't see anything missing, just my pride.
Now, Siege, you do see that like a couple little like earthworms and stuff that you had tucked in your pockets for pets seem to have disappeared.
Oh. I guess they've moved on to a better life.
Siege,
Hey,
snap out of
Arrow.
it. Listen,
Oh.
we are still on our quest. Let us not forget Dung Figgus.
Oh, yes. Of course. Dung Figgus.
And I'm just about ready to tell you what Dung Figgus is.
God. Either tell me about it or shut up, Arrow, because quite frankly, at this point in the game, I've heard way too much about Dung Figgus.
Now,
and
you
our
listen here.
quest for
Dung Figgus is the only reason that we're still together.
Oh. Well, tell me all about Dung Figgus then.
That's right. Now listen, Dung Figgus isn't just a thing, it's an ideal. It's a place among the stars. When we were young boys, my father took me aside and said, "Arrow, you're my favorite." He also went on to tell me about Dung Figgus and everything that it means for us and our family, mainly me. And remember, together we can get there, but mostly me. So stay hot on my heels, brother, and perhaps when we get to Dung Figgus, a small percentage of the coin might be yours.
Wait, Dad told you that you were his favorite?
Come, Siege! And I begin walking into the woods. And then I stop and turn towards the horses.
Hello.
Never mind, the horses! Let's go.
All right, so you go back to the horses and
And I walk
go
up to
off
my
road and
horse,
head towards the forest.
and I begin, I want to go to my horses, and I walk up and I say, Primrose, Primrose, my horsey. And I rub my face along her.
And she kind of leans in and nuzzles you as well.
Oh, Primrose, you'll never leave Daddy, will you? All right. So Cassandra drugged us and left, but she clearly left our horses. So perhaps she... Oh my God, Siege. Is your manhood intact?
Yes, Arrow.
She didn't defile you, did she?
No, don't think so.
No fairness, a woman like that.
I'm
might
not
be able to
sure
get it
what that
everywhere.
means, though. So she might have.
I'll tell you when
know
you're
what I
a little
mean.
bit older, even though you're older than me currently. And I mount up on Primrose, and I begin galloping the direction that we were already heading.
And I walk
So
up
you're
to
back on
my
the old road.
Yes.
and I walk up to my horse, who's sort of a googly-eyed, chubby horse, with shorter front legs and longer back legs. And I look at him and I say, "Well, Chuck, did you sleep?" God, you never answer me,
And
Chuck.
it just looks at me and goes,
Which is sort of similar to motorboating.
Chuck's a
And I
motorboater.
jump up onto Chuck, leaning a little bit forward. "Let's go! Giddy up, Chuck!"
And I'm Chuck. And Primrose is very proper when she's like the high heel, like little prissy girl, and I ride her straight back to the side. I ride her to the side. I ride side saddle. Come, Primrose, follow Chuck.
Your dressage horse.
Oh yes, very much so.
And riding Chuck,
Yes.
there's simply no possible way to make more splashy mud with hooves than riding this horse. So as we go by, Primrose and Arrow, sure enough, they always get spattered with mud.
God, damn it, Chuck! Siege, control that mangy beast of yours.
He's beautiful. He's not mangy.
And basically as Chuck passes and hears you say mangy beast, he kind of lifts his tail and farts in your
Ah,
direction there.
Chuck! It smells like you've been eating all our supplies. Where's my ham roll? And I search into my bag for my ham. There's a bite missing. Primrose would never eat such a ham. She's too delicate, my little flower.
Where are we going, Arrow? Where is the Dung Figgus?
Siege, how many times do I have to tell you? We're going to Dung Figgus. All I need to do is measure the stars. And I look up at the bright day. Yes. Yep, we're going the right way. Let's go.
So the road eventually brings you to a small town. It's really more of a village. And you can already tell from, as you're coming up to the road, the first main building that you will come into contact with would be a blacksmith, as you can tell by the smoke.
We
coming out
don't
of
know
it
the
and
color of his skin,
flaming.
you racist son of a bitch. But perhaps he could be a nice gentleman regardless.
Wow, that took me a while. All right. Anyway, wow.
Who are you talking to, Arrow?
I'm talking to myself, Siege, because you and Chuck are probably the best company I'm going to get in this silly little land.
Well, I think we're quite good company. Look at this lovely little town. Hello, Smith. Hello, Baker. Hello. Whatever you are.
He's a candlestick maker. He's holding one right there. And I hop down off Primrose and I
I
tie
all of a
her up.
sudden felt like Beauty and the Beast when Belle's going around town,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Hello, hello, it's Belle, it's Belle."
Bonjour. And I head off Primrose and I tie her to a post on the outskirts of town. And I mount down with my bow and I say, Siege, let us walk on this beautiful, crisp autumn day in the spring.
I love spring autumn days. They're just so cool and warm, all in the same day.
And you don't have to deal with those pesky leaves like in summer. Blah. And I begin walking into the town.
All right.
We should find somebody that knows what Dung Figgus is.
Of course we will, Siege, but first the most important thing. Filling our bellies with groob. Which is,
Pottage.
well, pottage is one, Who said that?
You're talking to
voice in
yourself
my head.
again, Arrow.
Oh, very well. Let us get off and get off on our horses, shall we? Oh, we're off our horses, and I don't want to go that way again. Primrose has had a good sleep, if you know what I mean. This looks like a nice place, and I walk to the nearest tavern.
All right. You see a large door with what looks to be like a boar's head on it.
Oh, what type of animal do you take that for, Siege? I'd guess a monkey.
I would say, if I had to guess, a horse.
No, that's not a horse, you idiot. We just rode in on horses.
Oh.
Although it could be a donkey.
Oh.
Or a pony. I think it's a pony.
I agree, it's a pony.
Let us enter the Boar's Head pub with a pony above its door. And we enter.
Yes. And as we enter, I take off my pot.
Well met. Morning, chaps.
Morning.
Hello.
Oh, my. Please don't do that again in here. And you see he's like a
That's rude of
portly
him.
man with a balding head and just the sides, almost like, what do they call it, the monk's cut?
Baldmen, hello. We require food, sustenance, drink, ale, and bed. In that hall.
I don't think we need bed, Arrow.
Well, not right now, Siege, but if we ask now, then perhaps by the time their patrons leave, they have saved us 2 spots. See, this is forward thinking now.
Oh, yes, absolutely. What can I get for you?
Well, I would like
Would you like an ale?
No, a glass of milk first, please. And for my brother here, he will have a glass of milk as well.
Actually, I'd like some porridge.
Siege, please. I'm the one that does the talking. I have the highest
Right.
charisma roll. Let me speak with this bald man, and we can get our stinky milk, and then we'll get you whatever little trinket you want. 2 glasses
Sorry,
of
bald
steaming
man.
hot milk, please.
Sure.
I...
And he goes to the back. He goes, Sharon, can you please get these gentlemen some fresh milk?
No,
Cheers.
steaming hot, please. Steaming hot. You really got to tell it to these yokels, or they don't do it right.
Yes.
But I say that towards the bald man, not towards you.
Yes. Quite. And you said that there'll be you'll be needing a room, 2 rooms?
Well, I don't want to chance it, but I'm feeling pretty lucky today, so yes. 1 room.
One room.
Double bed.
All right. And would you need stabling for the horses?
Horses. What?
No, they're okay standing in the street. Actually, I believe it. They believe they stood all week.
Yes, that's right. They're very used to standing, you idiot. They're horses. By the way, what kind of name is the Boar's Head pub when you have the head of a donkey outside the door?
It was a pony, Arrow.
Oh, pony, I'm so embarrassed. I apologize, sir.
A pony.
Here. And I slap a piece of gold down on the counter. My apologies.
Oh, well. Nice. And he tucks that in.
These
under
ignorant
his-
farmers will do anything for a spot of gold. And again, I say that towards the man, not to Siege.
Yes, well, quite right. Fine, sir. And your name?
Steaming milk. No, Arrow is my name, and this is my brother's Arrow, Siege.
Hello, I'm Arrow.
No,
Siege.
you're Siege, I'm Arrow. My brother's name is Arrow, I'm Siege, but switch it.
Yes. He's Arrow. I'm Siege.
Correct.
Switch it.
Yes, so that he is Arrow,
Is that
I'm
like
Siege.
is that like a moniker?
No. He is Arrow, and I am Siege, but think of our names opposite, so that you get
Yes.
the correct name, and that's the way we do it, okay? Ignorant.
In other words, he is Wara and
Correct.
I am Aegis.
Exactly, but switch them backwards that way. It's easier that way. You're right, Siege. My apologies. That's the way we should have told him.
Do you both need to sleep something off?
No, not at all. We had some shrooms a few hours ago. But speaking of, have you seen a bitch?
Oh, like a female dog?
No. What
Well,
was her
no.
name? She was green and scaly and just bitchy. Just
Cassandra.
bitchiness. She said Cassandra was a name, but I feel like bitch would be an easier way
tall-
to
The merchant
identify.
Calisk? Is this whom you speak?
Who? Bitch?
Calisk?
No, I don't think that's it. No.
She was
About
tall.
yay big,
What was the name?
broad-shouldered,
And
lady?
green.
Green skin?
No, I don't
Yes.
think, no, I don't think
Green
so.
skin.
No, what was
And
the name?
oily.
What was the name again?
Kalisk?
No. Did she have teeth?
Actually-
Fangs?
I think that was it, Arrow.
No, I don't think so, Siege. Quite. Was it green skin?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I don't think it was.
And she was beautiful.
No, definitely not.
I think her name was
Cassandra?
Kelisk.
No, because.
Yeah, it was Kesk. Kesk.
Something bitchy.
Yes.
Something
No,
like Kendra, I think. It was Kendra.
it was Kesk.
Yes. No.
Kesk, yes. Yeah, Arrow.
In
It
any
was-
case,
it was
it's
Kesk.
not this woman you're describing. She sounds nothing like the woman we're looking for. We're looking for a green woman about yay big, black hair, long tusks, and her name is Cassandra, you turd.
So there's no need. I'm just trying to help you.
No. Where we come from, turd is a compliment, you idiot.
Can you believe these people? And I say it to the
And he
bartender.
takes the gold piece out of his pocket and hands it back. He goes, I don't think we'll have room for you tonight.
Please. Steaming hot. Wait, did you say Kendra?
No, I did not.
What was the name you said?
Kalisk?
Kellis! That's the one! Siege! And I slap Siege. That's the woman. She's the one who poisoned us.
She poisoned you?
She poisoned us quite extensively.
That doesn't
Well,
sound
actually,
like Kalisk. She's
Arrow.
always...
We poisoned ourselves, actually.
Well, and
She simply showed us, and then we were the ones that ate the poisoned mushrooms.
no, I think you're remembering it incorrectly, Siege. Good barkeep, my friend, my bold friend. She's the
poison mushrooms. And he looks around, sees no one else is there, and he pulls them up and opens up a little container. He goes, like these?
Oh, those.
Oh, mushrooms! And I immediately
slap
got a
his hand.
handful and I put.
No, Siege! God damn. Did you not learn your last lesson? She took
But I
advantage of
like
you.
mushrooms.
I love them too, in a nice salad, perhaps, or a pasta.
Oh, jeez. How many days did you guys sleep for?
Oh, what day is it today?
Well, it's the 18th.
Yeah, so that would be 9 days.
Yes.
Wow.
It's 9 days.
How many did you have?
That many? How many fits in that?
Yes, probably this many, because I took a lot more.
Yes, maybe. Oh,
Yes.
speaking of, I'm famished. Do you have any food
No
in that
doubt.
steaming hot milk?
Yes. And
the
he
room.
goes to the back. He goes, please, have a seat.
And I sit down.
Ah.
Happily. These people are so kind, Siege. It's this
I
hospitality.
know.
Such gentlemen. Nothing like
But-
a bartender. Oof.
But very, very confusing. I mean, how many times do you have to describe
your
someone
name.
before they know who you're talking about?
Did you see the way he looked at me? He didn't understand that your arrow, we switched them. He looks confused. Foolish. And as the milk
quite
comes back,
simple.
I begin taking a sip and it burns me. Oh, damn. That's good steamed milk, my man.
And he also places in front of you each a plate with like a full chicken and some potatoes and
Oh, this looks
some
lovely.
carrots.
Look at this gentleman. What is your name, sir?
Boiled potato.
Oh.
My name is Garen.
Garen, I do not say this willy-nilly. I think you are my best friend. And I would like to spend the rest of my life in this small town, waking up each day next to you. That's what friendship is, right, Siege? I figured.
And I'm not paying attention. I'm just eating the chicken.
Yes.
This is wonderful fish.
Quite good fish. Doesn't look much like fish, but ignorant.
The bones are ginormous. What kind of fish is this?
That's good.
Yes.
Wonderful
Right.
seasoning.
Thank you. And he goes, please, excuse me, I need some tidying up in the back.
Yes, and when you come back, the contact information for Crystal, please. We are looking to speak with her. We'll probably kill her.
No, Arrow.
What?
She's too beautiful. I want to marry her.
All right. Well, we'll either kill her or my brother will marry her. One of those two things is most likely going to happen.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's already gone.
Oh, then I'm speaking to myself, apparently. Is there anyone else in this bar? And I spin around on my stool.
There
Hello?
actually isn't at the moment.
Yeah.
Because it is fairly early in the day.
God, this place is dead at 6 in the morning.
Is there any music going on? Is there a bard
There's
in the bar?
nothing at the moment.
Say no more, Siege.
Ah, yes. Play me a song, Arrow.
I'll play
I
you.
will dance.
I will play you your favorite.
Oh, yes. And with that, I get on top of the table and I start dancing and kicking the chicken and the steamed milk, and I'm drooling and making a whole bunch of mess, just like.
Jolly good, Siege. You've been working on your dancing. Has that been
I
while you've been
sure
walking?
have.
Yeah.
And muddy boots.
As he's dancing, as you're complimenting him on his dancing, you see the sunlight breaks in as the door opens to the tavern.
Come!
And you see a small, small woman with longer pointy ears, dressed in like a chainmail armor and a long sword at her side. And beside her, there's 3 other men in what appear to be padded armor.
Are they all little?
The men are not.
I get up and I walk over. Well, hello! And I get down on my... I'm just leaning down in front of her. I say, aren't you just adorable? What's your name?
Please, sir, don't make this any harder than it needs to be. Please, come with me. The 2 of you.
Oh! Arrow, can you believe the hospitality in this town?
I'm quite surprised. Really.
They just invite you everywhere!
Is this a party? Is this a welcoming committee of some sort? What's your name, little boy?
And I loop my arm through one of the men's arms and I start dancing around him, spinning him around.
Okay, so for this, we are going to need to do a strength check.
Okay.
Because he is going to fight you on this.
Okay. So let's do that. Now, my abilities are blacked out, so I can't even see them.
Okay, so you have a 17 strength, which gives you a +3 bonus.
Okay.
So you roll 1d20 +3.
And it's a 12, so a 15.
All right. So, although there was an initial struggle, you do lodge him off balance. And he spins into a table, and the table turns over, and he falls to the ground. Just then, the female draws her sword and puts it to your throat, Arrow.
As I'm leaning forward.
Yeah.
Hey, little boy. And
I hope you understand. I want this to go as peacefully as possible.
And I just try to push the blade away softly. Listen, I don't understand where you got such a sharp sword.
She is actually going to, as you push...
Well, just
she's going
softly.
to- yeah. But because you're resisting,
Yeah.
she's actually going to bring it around and try to use the butt of the sword to strike you in the face.
Okay. Can I choose to fail it? I don't want to roll for it.
Absolutely, yeah.
I wanted to-
So all of a sudden you hear, you get the hilt of the sword, boom, right in the face.
Who gave you a sword? Oh God, I'm bleeding, Siege. Siege, I'm bleeding.
And before this even happens, I've leaned over to the gentleman who's fallen into the table, and I put my hand out and I say, I always fall when I'm dancing. Get up, let's do it again.
And he looks at you and grunts. And he
I can't see the
pushes
grunt.
your hand away and he stands up. Can't we just take them now?
And I look at Arrow and I say, "Oh, Arrow, are you okay?"
This little boy hit me with his sword. And I look to the other taller gentleman and say,
Okay.
Why are you letting
as
him
you
hit
say
me?
little boy, she again takes her fist, like sword in hand, but so the sword's away, and just punches you in the face again.
And I'll take it again. Just
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything. What are you hitting me for? And I just collapse on the floor.
And I turn to the little lady and I say, "Shame on you! He didn't even do anything to you."
Siege, I'm in pain.
Oh, arrow.
And I'm like grasping
Please.
at I'm like clinging to the guy's legs, like, stop your son. He's wild. Punish him.
All right. I'm sorry, but I will have to place you both under arrest.
What?
You hit me.
I'm sure your
What kind of
parents.
town is this?
I'm sure your parents will agree that you don't have the authority to arrest us, little boy.
And I take a tissue and I just start sticking it up my nose. Why are you arresting us?
Well, it seems that
turned to what I think is a little
Garen's claims of your craziness seem to be correct, and we want to make sure that you're resting safely out of your harm and everyone else's harm.
I feel like you've harmed us so much more than our own harm could be. I feel like this town is insane. Siege.
All right, so the other three draw their swords, and the female turns and starts to walk out.
I
And you're
can't
like,
even have
all
my
right, let's
weapons
go.
on. Okay.
So as we go out to the street, I try to
As we head up the
reason
street,
with
I
them.
start screaming, "Help! Help me! Please! This little boy attacked me! I've done nothing wrong!"
All right, you can see like there's a farmer over by the well grabbing some water. That kind
Well, I
of
want to
stuff.
roll.
So
I want to roll a charisma roll to
Sure.
the people, to the townsfolk. 17 plus charisma, 18, 19. Just
All right, all right.
Please help me.
The farmer kind of like continues kind of trying to ignore you, but you do see a stocky, very short, stocky man, just covered in grime, starts heading over. All right, Fossil, what's going on?
And I lock eyes with him and say, "Please help me. This man came in and beat me up. I don't even have my sword drawn. We came into this town not 10 minutes ago."
And all we ever asked for was some hot milk and some good times.
We are victims of circumstance.
And the lady turns to the guy that just walked up and goes, "Rourke, just let me be. We're just locking them away for a little bit. According to Garen, they've partaken in some of those mushrooms and need to sleep it off."
And I turn to Rourke. What's his name?
Rourke, yep.
Rourke, please listen to me. I'm not mad. These people came in and they beat us up. We've done nothing wrong. Your town is overrun by power. Who arrests two people on the word of one man? And I'll roll charisma again. It didn't show up. Let's try again. No, reset.
And as Arrow
Oh,
said this,
19!
All right. So Rourke looks at.
And I say, "Is it not a
Blossom.
trial? What sort of trial? What sort of town is this that arrests people without a trial?"
All right, just calm down, sir. Calm down.
Hey, my bleeding stopped. Thank God.
Colossal, can I talk to you for a moment? And she kind of huffs, and they both walk off a little bit further away.
And I turn to anyone else. Is there anyone else walking the streets?
Well, there is sort of a crowd that's kind of gathered now.
And I turn to the crowd again. "Ladies and gentlemen, this woman, who's apparently a woman, is consumed by power. She came into the bar at the word of one man, arrested the two of us, and beat us bloody and we never once disagreed with coming, did we, Siege?"
well, I mean, I don't recall if they asked, but
I don't even think they
I
asked. Gentlemen, please help us. Do not let this injustice commence. It is such a grotesque use of power.
I just know that.
A
Well-
19 again.
What?
Please,
How is this a
gentlemen,
thing?
if you just let us go, we'll be on our way.
This is gonna be the fucking most weirdest offshoot of a campaign ever.
All right,
Rise
so
up! Rise up
you
and
come
stop
back.
the power! Stop the tyrants!
You come back, and again, Colossal takes your sword out and puts it right to your throat, Arrow.
Look at this! Ladies, gentlemen, watch how they interrogate me. My hands are behind my head, my weapons are not drawn, and yet a sword is put to my throat.
And then watch this, and I go to try and dance with one of the guards again. This is all I did last time, and I put my arm in.
But as you put your arm in, the other three guys put their swords all around you.
Gentlemen, ladies, you cannot seriously let this tyrant.
All right, enough.
I'm being silenced.
I am going to let you two go. Rurik has said that he will look after you. As long as you do no harm to anyone in this town, you will be safe. Do you understand?
Yes.
Oh, yes, of
I don't
course.
know what man.
There is to be no damage to this town. Do you understand?
Oh, yes, very much so.
Oh, yes, of course.
And you are to bring no ill will back into this town. Do you understand?
Oh, but of course.
but-
yes,
What
of
does
course.
Ill will mean? Yes. No, yeah, sure. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I don't know which man gave this little boy power, but clearly he needs to go to bed.
And then in one very quick motion, she pulls a sword away and puts it right back in its sheath. All right, Rook, they're yours.
And I look at Rook. What the right? Oh. And I turn to the crowd and say, ladies and gentlemen, your town is fucked up.
And I turn to Rourke and say, well, thank you very much. You are clearly someone who's in power here, who is in charge. Oh, very nice to meet you.
Yes, thank you. You saved us from whatever that little boy's problem was. My name
My
is
name
Arrow, and this is my
Siege.
brother Siege.
This is my brother Arrow.
No, this is my brother.
This is my brother
Siege,
No.
and I am his brother Arrow.
Brother Arrow.
And this is our time to say hello to
I don't know what
Yes.
I've done. And he turns and he goes, follow me.
you. Do you want to follow him, Siege?
I don't know. Where are we going?
Where would you like to go?
For now, to work.
Work.
Work's not really my.
We don't really
No,
work.
these hands
we
are smooth.
are adventurers.
Yeah, see, I am an archer. Thus the name Arrow. It's fitting. So I keep my hands relatively nice and clean. But we'll
And
watch.
I am
And
not
you
an
still see
archer.
people haven't really gone away yet. You can see that people are sort of
Yeah.
still, more people are crowding.
Let
Hello.
us tell you a tale.
Oh, a song
of
and a
Siege
tale.
and Arrow. Once there was a man named Siege, and there was a man named Arrow, and they went on a grand adventure through the woods, and they found a sparrow. Then they went to the top of a mountain, and then they fell down from the mountain. And when they went to the bottom of the mountain, they found... I can't remember what happened that time, Arrow.
No, I think that when we fell to the bottom of the mountain, you broke your leg, and we stayed there for 6
yes.
weeks, and you got very ill. We almost had to amputate. It was a
Yes.
very dark story. Ladies, don't let
Then
that
we
be.
fell down the mountain, and I
Siege,
broke my
don't let
leg.
that
and
be a
we stayed
reflection
there.
of us as adventurers. We are very capable adventurers, very
Yes.
skilled.
Absolutely.
Let us follow this Rourke gentleman. We might not need to work, but at very least he did save us from that angry little boy. People, we will be later tonight. We will put on a grand show. If you require it, just ask. And also, tyrants, remember that. And I begin following Rourke.
All right.
too.
And you do head back to the blacksmith, and he basically starts working right away. All right, what's your story? What brings you
Also,
into town?
Rourke's the blacksmith.
Oh, well, we were questing for a little place called Dung Figgus.
Is it a place? I thought it was a thing.
Well, it's a place and a thing. It's a noun. So, but listen, we were questing and we came across a very vile little wench named Caitlin, and essentially she took us into the woods.
Wasn't it Christy?
No, it was Catherine, I believe. Sorry, Catherine, and she was a green
Cassandra.
thing.
Cassandra.
she was a green little thing, and she brought us into the woods, and she gave us a pile of mushrooms. And we
Well,
were-
actually, she was quite large.
Yeah,
She wasn't little.
Well, it's figurative. It's ironic. It's
It
like
was
Little
beautiful.
John. Well, in any case, she gave us a bunch of mushrooms, and we woke up 9 days later with a dreadful hangover. And we tried to...
I didn't have a hangover at all.
Well, I was hungover a little bit. Yes, you were. You woke up late. Remember when I left you? You don't
Well,
remember
I
that.
mean, I felt
In any
great,
case, we are
actually.
now here, and the bartender said that he could find Cassandra, and for some reason he told an angry little boy about us, and that's where we are here. What's your story, friend?
All right, so here's the deal. I'll give you room and board. Your job simply just every morning, and he points to a large basin. He says, make sure that's filled with well water. Other than that, you're free to come and go as you want. You're looking for what did you say?
Dung Figgus.
Dung Figgus. Or Figgus, yes.
The shithole?
No. Dung Figgus. It's a mystical, magical place of my forefathers.
You're looking for the shithole.
No. You'll
I don't think you heard us
I don't
properly.
think you understood.
Maybe too many years of slamming that hammer onto
Yeah, a
hot
little
raw
too much
steel.
ding in your ding, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too much binging and banging. Hey, Arrow.
Very good, Steve. Very good. You stupid man. No. Dung Figgus is a magical place. Worry not. Well, what?
Have you heard of it?
I know of a place referred to as the shithole, yes.
He doesn't know Dung Figgus. He's making it up again. You're making things up. Well water. If we cannot find well water, can we use unwell water?
No. Where would you get unwell water?
Yeah, well, we
There's
can-
a
well,
well.
Maybe just
How do you
right in the
measure
center
whether
of town.
water is well? Is it you ask it? Is water? Are you feeling okay today?
what if it was not well, but rather good? Is good water good?
Well, good water is great, actually. Good water is okay, and then groundwater is good water because it's well.
Well, what?
Well, I don't know.
I think perhaps
You have us
perhaps you
intrigued.
were better off with Philosopher.
Who? Who's philosopher?
Please, come with me.
Yeah, right.
All right. Maybe philosophers heard of Dung Figgus.
Oh yes, perhaps. Who is this philosopher? Sounds like a giant man.
Sounds like food.
Sounds like someone with floss. Flossel, ossel. I like it. And as we're walking
What's
through town, I
floss?
want to do a perception roll and see if I can spot that angry little wench that left us in the woods. And that would be what? Intelligent? Oh no, perception. So +4. Nice. The rolling app is very slow because I rolled, but by the
Well, I
time.
was going to say, you're not going to see her
Oh, okay.
because you guys were heading opposite ways on the road.
Oh, well, good because I
Right?
got a natural 1. Good to
All
get
right.
my 1 off.
Well, there. It's always good to get your one off.
Yeah.
All right.
Giggity.
Yeah, so, yeah, she was heading. You guys were passing.
Right, okay. Say, Rufus, those mushrooms, the bartender had
All
the
right.
same ones, right? What's wrong with them, and why did they make us sleep for 9 days?
Well,
And
9
are
days,
they illegal?
9 days seems to be a little extreme. So, how many did you have?
She gave us 6.
Well, again, Arrow, she didn't really give us any. We more or less took it.
Siege, excuse yourself. Stop blaming yourself for everything. We've been over this. Step 1 is stop blaming yourself. Blame other people. 6.
Fine. She gave it to us. A handful. She forced
and
it
you're-
down my throat.
Walking down the. No, that doesn't sound like her. You pass the inn. You keep going down the road. You pass basically a Y section, and the well is right in the center of the road.
Oh, is this the well you want us to fetch? Oh, okay.
Yes. And across from the well, you can see that's clearly a general store. And you take the
Ooh.
road to the left.
Now I might pop in there. Do they have bubble gum? And I begin walking towards the general store.
What's bubblegum?
I will show
Hello.
you.
How come I haven't heard of
Rufus,
it?
we'll catch up. You go meet Impus, and we'll catch you there. And I go through the general store.
And you
I
see
thought it
it
was
kind of
Colossus.
leans against the well.
Where is he taking us? To prophecy? Impotent?
Falafel.
That's the one, falafel. I wonder why. And I enter the general store.
All right. Well, hello.
Hello, what is your name, dear?
Carowin. Welcome.
How old is Carowin?
She's a middle-aged woman. She's got, a couple gray streaks coming.
And I walk over
down.
to her. Wow, aren't you delightful?
Does Carowin have difficult with her L's?
No.
Hello, I'm Carowin.
Anyway, I reach my hand and say, "My name is Arrow, Carowin." And does she take my hand?
Delighted. Yes.
I bring it in.
And she holds it for you to.
Oh, God, Arrow, here you go again.
We stumbled across this town in our adventures, and I must say, you are by far the most exquisite sight I've seen yet.
All right. So, do a charisma.
Absolutely.
Fucking persuasion, or what are you trying to do here?
I don't know. Just be friendly. Well, not everything needs a solution, Michael. Sometimes I just like to start things. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I believe I have 4 or 3.
I was gonna say we'll use persuasion, which would be a +6 for you.
Oh, so 23.
Nice. And you can see she's trying to stay composed, but does blush a little.
And as I kiss her hand, I feel for a ring.
And you do feel one.
You are betrothed to another, my Carowin flower. That's all right. We can still look at each other.
Yes. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, we are looking for falafel. Do you know this person?
You mean Colossal?
That's the one.
And I'm Siege.
Oh, yes,
Hello.
this is my brother.
And you see a young boy, about 9, 10, running around throughout the store. And...
Ooh, is he friends with that mean man who stuck a sword to my throat earlier?
That would be my son Tanner.
Oh, yes. Well, and I pull my hand back. You have a child.
I have 3, actually.
Congratulations. What are their names? It sounds lovely.
Well, Tanner is the youngest, and then I also have Talgan and Charwin.
Well, you're definitely one with names. Falafel.
Wow.
Do you know this person?
3
and who are they?
children.
Colossal?
Yes, that's the one.
Yes, Flossel is the town constable.
Ah. And what does he do?
He has problems in the washroom. That's what constable means.
Oh,
Arrow.
right. We went over this. My apologies. I didn't
God.
mean to get so personal. Why are we going to the constable then, Siege? Do you think...
Why is that public knowledge that he's constable?
I'm not too sure, but do you think... No, he said constable, not table.
Oh.
Foolish man. Constable means that he is a tyrant, essentially. You don't suppose that that's the same person who put the throat to us swords? Or reversed. Say, were you there? Did you see... Is he a little man, perhaps?
She? She would appear a little to you, yes.
Oh. So why would he be returning us to the constable? You don't think that he's given us honor? No! I couldn't. No. Could he? Damn. Rufus has betrayed us, Siege.
A Rufus?
Wait a minute.
Is he a friend of yours?
Well, not quite. I don't like him very much, no. Look, we're looking for Cassandra. She's a tall, greenish woman. She gave us a bunch of mushrooms, and then we got very sick.
Haven't we already gone over this?
No, but...
I swear we've had this conversation about 6 times today.
Yes, but she had mushrooms from this town. Perhaps she has a home base of sorts.
And she kind of leans in and she says, well, my understanding is that she collects them, and her name would be Kellis. Is that the one you speak of?
Yes, Catherine. That's the one. She collects them
Kellis.
out in the woods.
Kelly.
Yes.
Kelly.
Kelly.
Yes, she does trade with a little tribe of orcs that happens to be close into town, but they don't really bother us.
Orc what?
Ah.
Orcs? She herself is half orc. Surely you must have noticed that.
Orc... See, she's not finishing a word. Orc or what? You're saying k. It's or. She is or what? I don't understand. I'm confused. Siege?
No, he said orc. whatever Kerr is,
She's a
that's
Kerr?
what she might
Is that
be.
why she is
might
green-skinned? Kerr?
Yes, she's half orc.
Half or Kerr? Interesting.
Wait a minute. I think I know what he's saying.
I understand she's either half or Kerr. This Kerr species must
I mean,
be the
she.
green thing. All right. I have an
Carowin.
idea.
What? Oh. Sorry, go ahead, Arrow.
Siege. I think Rufus was taking us towards the constable so that we could aid her in protecting the city from these Orcurs. I have an idea. Let us go towards Rufus. Thank you, Caraway. I will be back in the night. Is your husband alive, by the way?
No, he did pass several years ago.
I will be back later tonight. And I walk outside towards
But Arrow, she's got 3 children.
It's never stopped me We'll talk later, Caraway. Rock! Is he sitting by the well still?
Yes. Well, yeah, he's leaning.
I think I understand why you were taking us to the constipation. I think you want us to help protect this town, and I think we can do that.
Yes, that's right. That's exactly what we're trying to do. Yes.
Perfect.
From the Orcurs.
Well, that's what the word was. Let's go.
All right. So you take the road to the left, and soon you come by another building that looks very solid. And Rourke opens the doors.
Why
Please,
does the
gentlemen.
building look solid?
It does. It looks like a jail of sorts.
Please what, Rufus?
Rourke, and enter.
All right, and I enter.
All right. Rourke. And then I walk in.
And you see, just sitting at the desk, writing and dipping the feather quill pen in and writing. And Colossal looks up. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, Flossel. Seems like we've started off on the wrong foot. I'm embarrassed to say that the mushrooms that the orc friend of yours gave us did affect us in a rather negative light, but we are feeling much better now, and Rourke was kind enough to walk us to you. Thank you, Rourke.
Have we met Philosopher first before?
She was the
Oh, she was.
girl that came into
Okay.
the
Okay.
old bar and
My
Just
name is
double-checking.
Arrow, and this is my brother Siege. We wander the lands, offering our blades to those in need. And now that we are of right mind, I would happily offer ours to yours, if you so need.
Yes. And I, too, would happily offer my blade as well as Arrow's
He
blade.
took a few more mushrooms
as
than
well.
I did, but I promise you he is also very strong and able-bodied, as your man over there might contest to. And I turn
And
to the man.
as you're talking, you can see from one of the other rooms, a door opens, and you can see the other guys that were with her earlier, kind of getting ready and puffing up, trying to look big.
Hello.
And I look back to Flossel, and I'll roll a charisma.
Charisma.
Yeah.
So again, you want to do like a persuasion.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna roll
Ooh, 8.
something that makes me look.
14. Not terrible.
All right.
I'm gonna roll an intimidation. No, something that makes me look. Maybe performance. Something that,
Sure.
that would make her think that I'm big and strong.
You are big and strong. You just need to stand there and look strong.
Yeah, you can look at that.
Well, I'm gonna roll anyways. 15
Oh, hey, he looks big and strong.
plus 0.
And you can see the guys kind of puffing up, or like looking around, like, do we look big? Do we look big? I mean, there's 3 of us. We gotta look big.
And I look at them, and I look back to Philistine, and I say, with respect,
Philistine.
we were not on our able minds when you came into the bar, so you must
Clearly.
excuse our ignorance in the ways and customs of your town. But obviously, we
Yes.
did not draw our weapons, nor wish to do you any harm. If it
We
was
didn't.
an annoyance, it was purely a social one.
We didn't mean to cause you any harm or aggravation.
Yes, that too.
Fair enough. So what is it exactly you propose that you said you could help us with?
We are merely passing through town, and we are sellswords by trade. All I am offering is, should you need any odd jobs or duties, on our way, we offer them willingly, and at a discount, as an apology for wasting your time.
And if you know where Dung Figgus is.
Not now, Siege.
You're looking for something called a shithole?
No.
Why
Siege
does everybody
is
keep mishearing that?
no. He's still dealing with his mushroom bender.
Oh, he's dealing with it.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, if you would be so kind, I could use a favor.
Of course.
As you've already seen what these mushrooms can do, I would like to ban them from the town. There is no such law per se, but I wouldn't mind if you would see if you could find where this orc tribe is that collects these mushrooms and maybe encourage them to move elsewhere.
We can find the Kerr tribe, no problem whatsoever. Do you?
I
No?
was going to say that I think we might be able to help you. You see, there are mushrooms coming to this town somewhere, and perhaps if we found a certain orc tribe, we might be able to get rid of them for you. Hey, Arrow?
My brother's not the smartest bulb in whatever a bulb is, but
Oh,
he is
yeah.
earnest, and while his idea is not his own, I agree. I think we can help you very much speaking to these orcs.
You heard him. My own idea. You heard him.
Do you know anyone in town that might actually have direct contact with our friend, the orc that we ran into?
You mean Kellisk?
Yes.
The beautiful orc woman.
Yes, quite. Well, I would guess Garen would be probably your best bet, as it is at the old boar where she stays when she is stopping in through town.
Right. Well, perhaps Garen is not our favorite person right now. Obviously, he reported us to you when he was concerned about our actions. Is there perhaps another person?
Well, he was perhaps concerned that there was something more wrong than perhaps the mushrooms.
What a foolish idea. Very well, we will speak to him again. Thank you so much. Now, in regards to our wages, typically we are charged 50 gold pieces a day each. But because of the misunderstandings, I am willing to take a discounted rate.
So, a counteroffer. You do this for me, and I will not arrest you both when you're in town.
Well,
How about expenses?
Yes, you are welcome to cover your own expenses.
I don't know, Arrow. Sounds pretty good to me.
And I turn to Siege and say, but we can leave right now. Who is
Whoa.
making that magical sound?
I think it's the mushrooms.
It sounded like a fairy having sex
like-
with a
In the
dog.
back of my head.
I turn to Siege. Look, we can't do anything for free. That's just against our nature. We're sellswords by trade. Perhaps
Yes.
there's another way to get gold. If we collect these mushrooms, we can sell them and cut this lady out. All right, we'll do it for free. I turn around. All right, we will do it for free. But I hope this earns your favor, as we are typically sellswords.
And we need it in writing that you won't arrest us when we're in town.
Good idea. Good idea, Siege. Yes, we'll take one of those too.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what. Go, enjoy the rest of the day, or begin your search for the orc tribe, and I will have it written up by the time you are back. However, if you do something worthy of arresting, for example, steal, kill, fight,
Hmm.
public drunkenness, something worthy of arresting, I will still arrest you.
Wait, How is
There
public drunkenness?
seems to be a lot of catches.
Yes.
How about if you arrest us, you have to pay us?
Pay
Siege.
you for being arrested? No.
Listen,
Well,
ma'am, constable, I think, I think we're being more than fair here. We're willing to do something for you, for no charge whatsoever. I think if you want us to complete this, we will need something in writing beforehand, or, as I said, you can pay us gold. Now, I don't think it's unreasonable, as we all sell swords, to at least take some sort of payment, and I will do a persuade.
and then you can continue to arrest us as you wish
And I just pinch his
for
lips.
something.
Siege.
Mm.
No more of that right now. A natural 20.
Nice.
Which comes out to 26.
Fair. I will speak to Garen. I will make sure that your room and board is covered while you're in town.
That's expenses.
Granted, again, that you do not break any of the laws,
Agreed.
or you will end up in this jail.
Agreed. And expenses including drink, but with the same rules. No drunken
Expenses
disorderly.
including drinks.
What's that?
Yes, expenses including drinks.
And at the end of this, a pardon. A full pardon.
Fair. I'll put in a full pardon in
All
the
right.
agreement.
And I shake hands. Too slow. Just kidding. And I shake it. That's something we do in the West. You'll love
Why
it.
don't
at
you
the end.
boys go enjoy the rest of the day, have a good sleep, set out in the morning, and by the morning I will have a contract written.
Absolutely. And I walk out of the room backwards. Contract our way. Here we go. Siege. We're going to have a
And
fun
then
time.
I also walk up backwards, and I say, "I'm going with you, Arrow. I'm walking backwards."
And out front, I turn to Siege and say, Siege, we have a quest, we have a job, and we're getting all of our expenses paid. Step one, let's get drunk. And it's time for the mid-game post. That's right, it's that time of the day where we jump to the Facebook page and post a question as created by our man, Mr. Mycl Barber here. And the question is going to be one that is... sorry, I'm just reading a comment. One that is in the... to do with this game. And the question
Yes.
will be... What's your question, Michael? I don't know. What do you got?
Well, sorry, I lost my little sheet there.
How dare you?
All right, so let's do this. It is the 14th day. The quest started out on the 14th day of what month?
Oh, wow. That's a hard one. Okay, so
It
that'll
is
be
a hard one.
That'll be a 1d6.
That'll be 1d6.
Okay, let's see how many of you are paying attention. Okay, the quest started on the 14th day of what month?
Yeah.
Okay, mid-game post. Post it now. The first
It doesn't have to be spelled correctly.
the first 6 months, I mean, fuck, the first 6 answers that are correct, I will roll 1d6, and out of those 6, you know, whatever, you'll win. Good game so far, Mike.
I gotta say, good game to you two.
No, it's you, man. It's great keeping us on rail. Like, honestly, you say, but it's so tough to keep people like us, like, because you have to go on the fly. Like, okay, well, what would the bartender do? Well, he'd probably go talk to the constable, and then what would
Yes.
the constable do? And like, how tough would the constable be when she showed
Oh
up?
my god, when you guys first said, like, okay, we're heading into the forest, I was like, fuck, alright. am I gonna bracket? That's why I was like, are you sure you're not going down the old road the way you were before?
Oh yeah, no, and that's like that's exactly it. It's so difficult to try.
Because I totally would have let you go down the forest.
I know you would have. That's why and I am not downplaying. That's why you are the best GM for a game like this, because you are a true old school GM where you actually let, you know, just freedom fly. And very few games do I run like that. I try to do that with End of the World, but like Call of Cthulhu is not like that at all. It's very tough to kind of create, because then you miss evidence and
I'm
shit.
not gonna lie, I was panicking when you're like, and I walk into the woods again. I'm like,
All right, we got answers. Rin wrote the 14th day of Kai Thorn. Is that correct?
that is correct.
Wow, well done, Rin. So we also have John, Michael. Those are the first 4. No, those are the first 3.
Yeah.
Mike says Kai Thorn, even though he copied it from Rin, but that still counts.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 more people, and then we got a 1d6 challenge.
Oh, excuse me. Man, this is the worst idea ever to wear inside out leather in a hot
In the
Oh,
room. I'm hot too.
So I'm like sweating today.
Me too. It's good. It'll be our workout. That's how we do it. Two more posts, 2 more answers, and then we'll roll 1d6. Actually, if no one answers in the next few minutes, we'll probably just roll 1d6.
Yeah.
And we'll just re-roll. Or I guess we do a 1d4 actually. They do have 1d4s. On Mars. Kai Thorn, there you go. Mark's got it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more post, and we have our 1d6. Come on, baby.
Now, I was going to also say to the group, don't forget, if you do have XP and you want to spend it, it's just 5 XP. It's 5 XP, correct?
It's like 1 XP to give us a boost, 2 XP for environmental, and then 5 for something weird, whatever you want.
Okay, so 1 XP to give them an advantage or a disadvantage
There
on
you
any
go.
of their rolls.
Don't you
So the way it works, in the D&D 5e system is when they're attempting something, an attack roll, a skill check, a saving throw, they roll 1d20. And if they have an advantage, it means they get to roll 2d20 and they take the higher roll. If they want to give them a disadvantage, they roll 2d20 and take the lower roll.
That's right. Which
So-
sucks.
You can just throw that in the I will try to pay attention.
I'll pay attention. In the XP spending, there's a part on the in the Discord that says XP spending. Just put it there. All right, we got 5. I'm going to roll for this. Actually, I do want to mention that this Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I am going to be doing the first Invictus Academy episode. And it's going to be like school. We're going to be talking about 3 subjects that you guys have picked. Game prep with Harlan, how I prep a game, and like kind of steps to follow to prep your own games in the style of how I do them. RPG etiquette and creating memorable NPCs. And those are gonna be the 3 subjects, and it'll be 2 to maybe 3 hours. It'll be loose, and it'll be question and answer. So as we're creating stuff and going through all this stuff, and I'm talking about it, you can ask questions along the way and do it along that side. And that is this Saturday at 1. Should be interesting.
I'll be working. I won't be watching.
Good, because you would hate it. You'd be like, what
I
the
wouldn't.
fuck? Why is this fucking guy talking?
I'd
Okay,
just
I'm
be
rolling.
totally trolling.
LOL, fart face. Oh, there you go. Zia is our 6th.
All right.
And after the winner, I got to pee anyway. And Zia wins. Wow, that's unfair to all the others, but hey, why not? Well done, Zia. You are our 6th. You are the winner, so you win 1 MVP. Now you guys riff for a second. I gotta pee.
Alrighty. So, this is us riffing. How do you do, Mike?
We are so rifftastic, dude.
Yo, have a riff off this. So how about those mushrooms? Was that actually supposed to?
I was gonna put a thing at the beginning that there is a sex drug sort of content. That would make it 18 plus.
Excellent. Okay, so this was planned and not totally a side story that just came about.
Yes, actually, that's why when Harlan mentioned it, I was like, yes.
That's too funny. I hope
it was just again one of those life things that just happened to work out in game. Because it's literally, I had this thought the other day, and then I was like, well, how do I bring it in? And thanks to Harlan's babbling,
it managed to make its way in.
It segued quite
That's
nicely.
Harlan for you.
Yes.
That is Harlan for you. I hope everybody's enjoying the game so far. And without further ado, here's Harlan.
It's Peter and the Wolf. All right, here we go. Without further ado, back to Siege and Arrow versus the Evil Mushrooms.
So as evening falls and you find yourself once again back in the old Boar Inn, Garen, again, he tends to you politely but seems tentative. always keeping his distance, but kind of checking on you, make sure everything's going okay. The other folk kind of keep eyeing you and then whispering and kind of looking at you with interest, but not really wanting to get involved. And essentially Sorry, did you want to?
Yeah, I was gonna say something. I was gonna say to Arrow on the side, Arrow, do you find it odd how Falafel sent us back here to find out where the orcs are bringing in the mushrooms, but Gary offered us mushrooms behind the bar earlier? Do you recall?
I'll tell you what I find interesting. How, out of all the women we've ever met, you're attracted to that green thing.
Hey,
I'm not
she's
saying,
beautiful.
But Siege, you're not an unattractive man. And I go over and I lick his, like I move the hair out of his forehead, kind of stick it in place. You're not unattractive. You're.
Well, Arrow, and that's when you get a shot, like the Ren and Stimpy shot. My face.
You know what? I take that back. But you made a good point. Perhaps Gary is letting on more than he knows. And I stand up, Gary, and I walk over to the bar. Gary, my good man.
Arrow.
Yes. I think we started off on the wrong fuck. I didn't want to say anything because I understand you, for lack of a better word, ratted us out like a little bitch. But I think it's important to talk and to make sure that the air is clear. I don't want a knife in my
before
throat.
Arrow, before you continue,
Yeah?
Gary, do you have any more of those poison mushrooms I could have? This is what we call entrapment.
Right, but you're saying
And I
it's
say
him.
that to the bartender.
I do, but I mean, technically, you still owe me for the last ones. They're not free, you know.
Well, I did put a gold piece down on the bar. You remember that, didn't you? You took it.
And then I gave it back.
But then you called the cops on us, so I think we're even.
And we'll have another round of drinks, perhaps a more expensive round.
Wait! And I slap Siege on the arrow and I spin him around so our backs are facing Gary. I have an idea, Siege.
Oh, do tell, Arrow.
All right. Gary is the connection to get the mushrooms into town. Perhaps if we pose as friends of Gary... Let me finish. If we pose as friends of Gary, we can go on the mushroom run for him, thus learning the location of the orcs. But I'm going to need you to stay silent for a second. I'm going to trick him by disguising myself.
But wait a minute.
Right.
Arrow,
Yes.
I've got a better idea.
No, my idea
What
came first,
if
okay? You do this
we-
all the time.
Told Gary that we could go on a mushroom run for him, and then he could send us to where the orcs are.
Siege.
Perhaps you should disguise yourself.
I am so tired of coming up with ideas when you come up with even better ones. Done. But I'm going to try to entrap him, and I spin around. Watch, Siege. Gary, my good man,
Okay.
I think perhaps we got off on the wrong fuck. I think that you and I could be good friends and better acquaintances, if you know what I mean. Those mushrooms that you sell, I think
Listen, Arrow, you are a good-looking man, but you're not really my type.
No, Gary, you misunderstand. And believe me, if I wanted you,
my wife
I'd
is
have you.
cooking in the back right
Yeah,
now.
hasn't stopped me before. But listen, what I'm saying, Gary, is that your mushrooms that you procure require someone on feet to collect them, no?
Well, normally Kellesk will bring them in.
But when was the last time she crossed through town?
A day ago?
Yes.
Well, 4 days ago.
And when's the next time she's due back?
Arrow, and I slap my hand on his back and spin back around. Arrow,
What?
what if I were to pursue Kellisk for my own reasons, per se?
I strongly urge you not to sleep with a... I think they're very dangerous creatures. I turn back to Gary. Gary, when is Karen due back in town?
Because I love her.
Try it
and I
now.
want
When?
to see her.
About a month from now.
Well, there's your problem, Gary. How are you supposed to get your mushroom delivery if Karen is not coming back for another month?
And how am I supposed to
That's
see
how we
her
do
again?
things.
What?
How are you supposed to what?
How am I supposed to see Karen again?
Priority
If she's
siege.
not going to be back for another month.
Gary, how are you going to get your mushroom deliveries? Reese.
Gary? How am I going to see Karen?
What are you proposing, Arrow?
Yes, good idea. Siege, there's a shiny light over there. Go.
Oh.
Gary, I think you're going to need someone to collect another shipment of mushrooms. And I think we're just the people to do it.
There's
And
no
it's-
light over here.
It's there, keep looking. I understand that you don't trust us right now, and I have a surefire way to make you trust me. If you'll be so kind. But I need to think on it for a night. I don't know if I want to go down that road again. It hurts my jaw an awful lot. Put it this way. We are trustworthy people, and you need someone not associated with this town to get the mushrooms. You know we're passing through. We have no interest in the mushrooms, as you've offered them freely to us, and we denied you. We're off the stuff, so to speak. So getting us to be your drug mules will mean your product remains untouched and completely separate from the town's interests. No one in town is going to know.
But what makes you think you can deal with the orcs? What makes you think they won't kill you?
Oh, the Kuz are quite interesting. Or Kuz, are they? No, and I'm a master of disguise. I've convinced kings and queens that I am a mere fool or an idiot. It's not hard. I promise you that if you tell us the location of the orcs, I can get in their good graces like... Yeah, my hands are sticky. But if I could snap, it would be very simple.
All right, all right. Give me a...
Persuasion roll?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Dead as a ducat. Gary. Oh, not the 5, but 17 plus 6, 23. Gary, I think you know, both and I, that there are 2 words that benefit hiring an outside contractor. Plausible, oh gosh.
Deniable.
No. But plausible dental coverage. And those are things that you can have with contractors such as myself and my brother.
Yes. And Cassandra. When we find her. Because I love her.
Siege, how can you hear us from over there? What do you
I'm
say,
here
Gary?
now.
I think we have a deal, Arrow.
Perfect. But we have yet to discuss our fee. Now, normally we charge 50 gold pieces a day for our work, but because of our previous
What?
indiscretions, I'm willing to consider taking a lower rate of pay.
Arrow.
I'm already giving you free food, drink, and believe me, Siege is drinking a lot.
Ah! The constable is paying for all of this. This is not free for you.
I found this arrow.
Put that away. How did you find that
I
light?
found-
I made it. What? Give. How are you
I
making
found-
that fire?
It was over there. It was a candle on the windowsill.
Oh. Well, there's also a roast beef sandwich over there. Go get me one of those.
Oh.
Gary, How much do you charge for a mushroom?
Usually 5 copper.
And how many mushrooms do you typically buy from Kendra?
Kalisk.
Her too.
10, 20.
So 10, 20 is 5 copies. Okay, the 5 at 16. That's at least more than 5 copper. How about this? You pay us half.
But I sell them for 5 copper.
Yes.
But they cost me 2.
Right. So half of 2 times 10. Oh, God. Siege is better with math. Siege, how much should we ask for?
I found a roast beef sandwich over there. Here you go, Arrow.
No,
And I hand him a roast beef sandwich. It was under a bench.
Yeah, fine. 10 copper for the 2 of us. That's roughly half.
And he's so dazzled by everything going on right now. He's like, oh, okay.
Very well, Gary. You've made a good friend tonight. Hold your hand.
Darren.
And I slap the roast beef sandwich in it. Now, where is the orc encampment?
I will draw you a map. I will have it ready for you in the morning.
Yeah, right. Morning.
Arrow,
Yes.
what could we possibly do between the hours of now and the morning? Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
A montage?
Bender.
A Bender montage?
Bender montage.
All right.
Working on the montage music.
Yes. I don't remember what we did last time, so this could be the same song. But all right. Montage. Just dance. You can't hear it. Bender montage. Cheers, NFC, to the barrel whistle.
Cheers.
Nothing better than late nights of studio. So we don't want to be hit with copyright infringement, so we're going to stop it there. And then we go to bed drunk. Very, very drunk.
And the sun peeks painfully through the windows, burning. Even though your eyes are closed, you can feel the heat of the sun on your eyelids. It instantly sends pain through your temples. And let's actually do a Constitution save again.
No, I
just based on
don't
that.
want to today.
I feel so much worse than after those mushrooms. I hate my life.
Actually, okay,
7.
so 7. And what did you
14.
get there, Siege? 14
14.
plus, well, you're plus 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Siege, you are okay.
Perfect.
Arrow, we're going to give you 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
So what that is going to do... Oh, wrong character there. That means you take a disadvantage on ability checks.
That seems fair. I feel like a bag of shit. Oh, what happened last night, Siege? I remember talking about Dung Figgus and talking about how Daddy loved me more and sleeping with Mother. What? I don't remember what happened. Do you remember what happened?
Did we lose Siege?
Siege is completely baffled. No, he's just not listening to us.
Sorry. I was zoned out again. What did you say?
I'm trying to remember, and I bring up my hand, and I see there's a wedding ring on it. Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
And I check for missing teeth.
Shit. Did I get married again?
Oh no.
No. And I open the door to the inn, and I look left and right. There's no one here. It's usually a good sign. Right.
Well,
I just take-
I was gonna say, do a, I guess, what would it be, intelligence check.
Sure. A natural 1. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Excellent. All right.
Okay, and I just feel the wedding ring. All right, let's get out of town quickly. And I sneak downstairs, and I creep down and look to the bar below. Do I see any women?
Nope.
All right.
Nope. But you're creeping, right? Okay. So no one's gonna say anything at this point. Okay. On the bar, you see a piece of paper that folded up that says arrow.
Ah. He finally figured out which is which. Yes,
Oh,
yes, yes.
that sound. Oh,
Oh, I know. It's like
printing
nails
paper.
on a cockboard. Is this a map? Okay, yeah, no, we can do this. I don't know which way it goes, but I'm sure we can find a way. Listen, we need to get town before my wife finds me, so let's out of here.
all right. Lead the way, Arrow. You're holding the map.
And I go to exit the front door.
This is how I lost my hat the last time.
No, you lost your hat because you fell asleep on a horse. Hey, did we own horses? Oh, that's right. And I head outside and I begin walking towards where we tied them up.
Are they there?
Yes, they are there.
Standing there.
Oh, Primrose. I think that was your name.
Hello, Chuck.
Primrose. I rubbed my head on her. Ah, I need you this morning.
Nuzzle's back.
Why couldn't I have married you? And I hop on top of her and I say, okay, let's out, quick and quietly. And I start heading towards the edge of town.
Yep.
And as we do, I pass the general store and I look at the front door and go, oh, right. And I look at my wedding ring and I continue going forward.
Yes, and all of a sudden you realize that it is Carowin's wedding ring.
And I take off the wedding ring and
So it's not that you've married her, but you somehow ended up with her wedding
Oh,
ring.
perfect.
on
And
your
I take the
finger.
wedding ring and I put it on my necklace, which has 6 other wedding rings on it. And I started another one for the trophy room. And we ride off into the woods.
All right. So your path following the map takes you up and around some of the foothills into the Neverwinter Wood, and with the map.
I wonder if it ever gets cold here, Siege.
I wonder that too. Why do you wonder that, Arrow?
Well, it's called the Neverwinter Wood, and it would be very good if it was winter. Wouldn't be a stupid
Especially-
name.
If it was never winter.
Yeah, well.
Do you think this part of the world gets winter?
Oh, what is that?
What's
And
that?
arrows come flying by.
Ho, 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 ho!
Oh,
Goo! Battle!
don't you love a good battle?
I do. Where's your pot? Did you leave your pot behind?
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, Frizzle Frazzle, who's this? And I turn to where the arrows came from. Hello? Frizzle Frazzle?
Oh, it
And
sounded
coming from
like Cassandra.
Out of the underbrush, you see a large, muscled, green-skinned creature.
Oh,
Large
greetings! We are here for the orcas.
Yes, hello.
Man meat.
Quiet.
Oh, do you know Kelsk?
Cassandra. Clifton? Ebenezer Buckles? What's her name again?
Kelsky.
Kelsky?
Kelsky.
Kelsik?
Do you know Kelsky?
Helsinki?
Koloski.
There's something Karen.
What is it you want, man?
Cassandra.
I'm looking for a beautiful friend of yours,
Yes, Cassandra.
Kelsky.
And I hop down off Primrose. Hello, my name is Arrow.
And I'm Siege, and I put out my hand as well.
Yes.
Stink of Man Village.
Well, we are man, and that village was a terrible place, I promise you. Oh,
Yes.
Keska, that's the one. Keska we're here for.
You remembered her name,
He
Arrow.
turns.
I remember it because it's like that song. Psycho
And 4 other
Killer.
large green
Qu'est-ce que
creatures
c'est?
come out,
Oh, hello.
Hello.
and they
We
kind
are-
of lumber over.
Yeah.
Some of them have their bows still kind of half drawn.
No need. We call it in peace, roughly. I mean, for the most part. Depends on how this all goes, really.
We certainly don't have our bows and arrows out.
No need to.
Other than this arrow.
Yes, of course.
That's his name.
My name is Arrow.
His name
I
is
didn't
Arrow.
catch your name, Mr. Man-Meat.
What is it you want?
Well,
Me, Arrow. You, name. That's right. I don't really quite understand. Oh, I know. I think I
And
speak.
then you hear
Orc.
like a couple of the other ones are just yelling. Do either of you speak Orc?
I'm going to try. Ooga booga, skiggly big, waka waka, mooga boog. Does any of that make any sense to any of you?
I will try too.
You And you see a couple of the creatures behind him just like frothing at the mouth.
Does no one have a sense of humor? I feel like someone's got to giggle at something eventually. What? Where would the languages
You've
be?
got Arrow, you have Thieves' Cant, Common, and Elven.
Oh, Elven. No way. Nice.
And Siege, you have... Where are we here?
Well,
Common and Goblin.
obviously he speaks.
I have Goblin.
Well, he speaks English, so fair enough. So I say, listen, we are sent here
Oh yeah.
as ambassadors of sorts. Now, how do you feel about that town over there?
I'd like to eat every single one of them.
Oh, Siege, common ground. Us too. Well, not the eating part, but what do you say? Oh, a brainstorm. The town sent us here. Hold on, Siege. The town sent us here to collect mushrooms and try to barter something. We don't like them very much. What do you say we do something else? Maybe take over the town or kill the constable or something of that sort. Mix it up a little bit.
Kill the elf.
Yes, I hate that elf.
And he turns and to the others behind him, he's like...
Oh, this is a
And
great
they all
idea,
talk to him.
Siege.
And I also would like to find Kesk.
Yes, Kesk too. Kesk say. She was a half orc. How do you feel about her?
She has her job.
Yes, so not too keen on her. Well, look, here's the thing. My brother and I are looking to build relations with you. And realistically, we don't like those people either. Now, hear me out. I think we can help each other. Hear me out. I think we can help each other. We can maybe even bring that elf here so you can devour and kill her. But why don't we find someplace a little more comfortable to speak? Would we be welcome back to your village just to sit and chat? We can leave our weapons here if you prefer.
You speak a lot, man.
Well, I have to. In my line of work, it's what kills me. Saves me. What's the one that we do, Siege? Saves me.
We save. So it's the one that saves us.
That's right.
Yes.
It's the good one.
He saves us.
All right, go ahead and do a persuasion. Don't forget you do take disadvantage
Oh, right.
right now because you're still hungover a little.
I don't blame myself. Oh, disadvantage. So wait, I roll 2 die?
You do 2d20, take the lowest one.
So
you
I rolled
still
an
get to add
8
your...
and a 14,
plus
so
6.
8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
So... He turns to the others.
That's all, man.
Need I
And they
remind you I offered to leave our
Drop,
weapons?
they lower their weapons.
Ah, good.
He turns.
Follow.
Happily. And as I walk, I hang back with Siege and say, Siege, what if we change our minds, sell the elf down the river, and take a shitload of gold and mushrooms from these people?
You know, for once, Arrow, I actually agree with you. It sounds much more exciting.
Doesn't it, though? And that elf was such a
Yes.
bitch. I like this plan. And I slap him on the back. Let's go. Ow. And we follow the orc into the village.
All right. So it's more that they've got a small encampment. It doesn't actually look like a very large tribe. There's maybe 20, 25 tents set up.
And how many people were in the
They're all
town?
sort of set up around the entrance to this cave.
Okay. Lovely home you have here.
Yes,
And,
very
do a perception check,
interesting.
both of you.
My perception's plus 4? Plus
You
4.
don't take disadvantage right now. We'll
Right,
wait a bit
I keep
right
forgetting.
now.
I don't know what mine is.
17 is my first roll.
Plus 1.
17 and my disadvantage and 19. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
good either way.
So I've got a
you actually
5.
see just outside of this, basically the grouping of tents.
Yeah.
There's a large, like mud stick hut
Uh,
that's actually away from the encampment a little bit.
who lives there?
Garn.
Oh, wait, is that the woman?
No, that would be Kesk.
Who's
Khan
Khan?
is someone else.
Is there a leader of your village or someone who would be willing to talk with us about?
Garn.
Oh,
The
perfect.
decision maker.
Can we
You
speak
know.
to him or her or it?
Weapons.
Oh yes, of course. Here, and I hand him over.
Yeah, me too. I don't know what I've got. Probably an axe.
All right. So it basically, a couple of the orcs kind of come around you, grab you by the shoulders, and basically just sit you down on the
No.
rocks by the fire.
Happily. Oddly enough, this
Okay.
is a better greeting that we had than with the previous town.
Yes, much more social.
Yes.
And you see that guy walks over to the hut that you saw, just kind of hidden in the trees.
I really hope this Kern is eager to talk. It seems like everyone we come across is just so angry and says short bursts of words. No one's interested in dialogue anymore, you know, Siege?
Yes, mind you, Arrow, you definitely are very interested in dialogue. Oftentimes more so than others.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. And then from out of the hut, you see this large, hulking man
Oh, wow.
with just really thick hair, basically like complete shoulders all down his back.
Oh, he's a human.
Ish, yeah. He's got these like large tusks that come out and like this large unibrow.
Oh, interesting. Hello, sir.
Hello.
My name is Arrow, and this is my brother Siege.
Hello. Yes, this is my brother Arrow.
Tell me, Arrow, how did you find me?
Gary from the inn. Garin, something with a G. He told us where you are.
Gurney.
That's the one, Gurney.
Now, why would Gary do such a thing?
Well, we told him that we would come and buy mushrooms for him from you.
And meet Kesk.
Well, truth be told, my brother is quite infatuated with a young woman named Kesk.
Well, Arrow, I mean, in fact, yeah. Actually, it's true. I want to marry her.
Well, let's not get carried away. He's just, he finds her quite strikingly beautiful. As I don't
Alice?
understand why.
Huh?
Galisk?
And that's the one.
That's the one, yes.
Callus.
Yes.
Yes.
Cassandra.
Hard
Yeah,
and
Cass-
crusty like a good callus.
So, explain to me why I'm not going to let these orcs, rip you apart and eat you right now.
Well,
Well,
Siege, would you let me...
you go ahead, Arrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Frankly, we're kind of just up for anything. If they want to take over the town, we could help. How do you feel about that constable in town? You like her?
What do you mean you're up for anything?
Well, my brother and I wander the lands sort of doing things for money. And it's not to say that we have no morals, we just have very loose morals. And in this case, we find ourselves in a situation with a group of people who seem very unhappy with a nearby town. And as luck would have it, we're pretty unhappy as well. So we could always help you people take over the town, or bring the constable here to eat her, or well, pretty much do anything for money, or even those mushrooms, or maybe just a
Yes.
jolly good time. Really, we're sort of loose that way.
Really, that, and we're also looking for a place called Dung Figgus.
Oh,
But-
Dung Figgus! Siege, you're right. Dung
And at that, you
Figgus.
see his eyes narrow. What business do you have of Dung Figgus?
Well, it's a bit personal, really.
You see, our father
No.
told
Let me tell you.
Arrow
My
he was
daddy
best, and
told me that Dung Figgus was a place of great power, and our family was to return there one day and call it home in so many words.
And he looks around the camp and he... I might have an offer
I'm very keen to hear.
for you that might just let you live through the rest of this conversation.
Seems odd that you'd put it that way, but all right.
You can go into that cave and come back with as many mushrooms as you can carry. We will let you not only live, but hear you out on the rest.
Well, can you give me a moment to confer with my brother? Does that seem fair?
Sure, take all the time you need.
Perfect. I turn to Siege. Siege, what would
So-
you like for dinner?
How about some mushroom soup?
Well, I was thinking
Oh.
that fish that we had at the bar was quite good.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm confused though. Why does he want us to go get mushrooms from the cave and bring them back?
Well, I'm assuming, I don't really know, to be honest. But that's all right. We're game. And I turn back and say, we are game. And I stand up and stick my hand out. Huzzah! I just do that. Let's go.
You notice that his fingers are almost stubby and almost more like they're almost fused together, almost like a hoof.
A web.
Oh, say, what's wrong with your hand, friend? Sinus is acting up as well, eh? Very good. And I slap Siege on the back. Come, Siege! Oh, and can we bring our weapons? Is there anything dangerous in this cave?
And the orcs that had your weapons throw them onto the ground,
Oh, thank you.
Oh, well, thank you.
as well as Siege your backpack and that sort of thing. Because again, you guys out there can't see it, but strength-wise, Arrow can't carry very much. So
No, I
most of
can't.
his equipment is normally carried on his horse. Siege, however, will carry both
All
of
of
their
the equipment.
Well, he's my horse now. I look toward. I just scan the people, and I just want to look for anyone who might look remotely friendly or interested in helping us at all.
They're really, again, you're not familiar with orcs.
There's always
So-
one. Oh, with a 19, there's got to be one.
All right, there's one younger one. He
Oh,
looks like
Perfect.
what would compare to be like a teen, preteenish.
Okay, so I make a note of him, and I turn back to Kern.
Interested in more this curiosity.
And I turn back to Kern and say, "Jolly good. So go in, grab mushrooms, come out. Is that the deal?
Yes.
Anything we need to know about the cave?"
It's dark.
And do you want us to bring you the mushrooms or just take them out of the cave?
You are to bring them to me.
Okay.
Sounds fair.
And are there any rules that we are not being told necessarily?
Seems pretty simple. You
It
bring me
does.
as many mushrooms as you can carry. We won't necessarily kill you until we hear the rest of your proposal.
This seems fair
Oh.
enough. All right. Thank you, Kern. Look forward to talking to you in a little bit. And all that. And I head towards the cave, but I stop and I walk over to the young man. But as I do, I say to Siege, "Siege, doesn't this seem a bit too easy? Something straightforward. Something not quite honest about all this."
Yes, rather. Why do they want us to go get mushrooms just so they don't kill us?
I don't know, but I love it. And I walk over to the young kid and I say, "Young boy, my name is Arrow. This is my brother Siege. We are humans. I can tell you're curious. We're going in there to find some mushrooms. Please share with us what might be treacherous in there."
And he looks at you very confused.
I'll do a persuasion. Oh, he doesn't speak English, does he? Fuck. I gesture it out. Oh?
Yeah, he's got no clue.
I point to the cave.
Yeah.
What does he do? Oh, I got a 4.
And then I go like this, and I go like this.
And I go too.
And he you can see he laughs. And then as he's laughing, an adult behind him just smacks him in the back of the head.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's how they
And like
raise
enough to
kids here.
like knock him right to the ground.
Oh, and I pull Siege and we begin walking. If that's the way they treat our kids, it's no surprise that the adults grow up to be like that.
You could say that. Bad parenting.
I know. We were only beaten when we were really bad.
Oh, it's true.
All right.
Into the cave with us.
I suppose so. Do you have a light
Cave
source of some
we
sort?
Yes, actually, I have the candle from earlier.
Oh,
from the
right.
bar.
Let's light that. Okay, into the cave.
So I light it.
And we enter.
Yeah, I was gonna say you do actually have
Torches and whatnot.
you do got shit.
I will use my whatnot.
Character sheet. I think you got like a hooded lantern and some torches.
Oh, perfect. I enter the cave. It's dark in here, Siege. I didn't understand why they don't just pick these mushrooms themselves. Seems like quite easy work, does it not?
Looking around, do we see any mushrooms?
Not from where you are. The cave entrance. It's Arrow. You fit in easily enough. Siege, you kind of
Yeah.
have to squish a little bit, and right away you're hit by the dampness and the damp,
So
Cool.
damp in here.
gunky smell, and you can hear the sound of water kind of dripping off, but it's hard to tell how far from where. That's it.
Interesting. Well, I suppose we should move deeper until we find those. Do you want to take the lead, my friend, brother?
Sure.
All right. And
I
stand
will
back
lead,
with my
you
arrow,
will follow.
with my bow.
And this way, anything that's dangerous that comes out, it will hit me first.
My thoughts exactly, brother.
All right.
So, along we walk.
Now again, you're not doing anything to stay particularly quiet or hidden. You're just walking, correct?
Well, there's nothing really to fear in a deep, dark, damp cave that orcs fear. But obviously my brother's quite hot because he's removing all of his armor. And he's
so
got-
sexy.
Yeah, it's too hot. Sorry.
and he's
I
boiling
don't-
as he does.
honestly, like I'm like, wait, like
Me too, it's a hot one, but I'm keeping in character because that's what Arrow does.
Just pretend I'm still wearing it. It is, after all, role playing.
I can't get into your character anymore.
too
Arrow for
bloody
the
hot.
rescue, and I continue pushing forward. Interesting.
Okay, Arrow. In we go.
Here,
This makes
put
it
on this
much
shirt.
easier.
It's one of my extras, and you're wearing armor that makes no difference.
all right. To start off with, again, I'd like you both to do a Constitution save.
Happily, it's one of my favorite things to do in the morning after a cup of coffee. 6 plus 2, 8. Terrible roll.
Constitution. 14 plus Constitution, which is
Okay, so what I'm actually going to do
nothing,
with
I
you,
believe.
Arrow, is just for a little bit, I'm going to give you another level exhaustion,
Oh,
actually, which is going to actually decrease your speed by half.
Jesus.
As you enter the next sort of section of the cave, you're instantly hit by this terrible, terrible smell, and you realize
Oh,
that there's-
siege.
there's a little bit of a crevice,
Oh,
which
it
is
wasn't me.
where it looks like the orcs get, like, that's their toilet. And you're just hit with
Oh.
all the orc waste.
Oh my god, are the
And the
mushrooms
smell
growing
of
out of this
refuse.
shit?
On the other side, you see, like, another kind of crevice that goes down, and that looks like where they might throw all their, leftover rotting meat and food and that sort of stuff. So it's just the whole thing is just terrible. See,
Oh no.
I've smelled worse.
Interesting.
I've dealt worse.
Siege, it smells like you on a Sunday morning after you've had your hog swallow.
But I don't like to eat that. Arrow, do you think they grow the mushrooms in here?
I would have to say that they probably grow in the orc shit.
Oh no!
Oh.
I suddenly feel very ill.
Well,
and
only one of
understand
us
now.
needs to pick them, and I say not me.
Well, I guess I'll have to pick them, Arrow.
Very good. And I begin walking around and would swing the lantern low. Do I see any mushrooms?
Not yet, and for a long while, it is a very narrow. Sections go lower, and so you guys are working
This is
in, and
putrid.
Siege for the most part has to work. It's almost more like this is where maybe an earthquake happened and separated the rock,
Jesus.
as opposed to an actual cavern.
As one of our brothers says, cheese and crisps, this cavern is long.
Wasn't that you that always says that?
No, that was, what was his name? One of our 7 brothers, I can't remember.
And you hear something shifting in the darkness ahead of you.
Do you hear something shifting in the darkness ahead of us, Siege?
Yes, I do.
Me too.
In fact, I saw a shadow.
I crouch.
Who's there?
And draw
Who's
my
there?
bow and draw an arrow.
And I ready my axe. My small axe.
And I'm going to do a perception roll
Who goes there?
to see if I can see in the darkness, and I cannot. I see nothing. I see nothing.
Okay, so you
Don't
got
be afraid.
nothing on perception.
Nothing.
All right. So basically,
Oh,
you see
for
these.
me? Actually, let me take a look. 17
You got very good.
Nice.
plus 1, so 18.
All right. So Siege, and it makes sense because you're slightly
In
ahead
front.
with the lantern anyway,
True.
or the
Yes.
torch. And you see these orcs kind of stumbling.
Oh.
Toward you. And as they get closer, you can see all these sort of mushroom fungus pores.
Oh.
Oh, hello, friends. Are you all
Hello.
right?
And I turn to Arrow and I say, "This is so much worse than I ever imagined."
They're shit
Oh.
orc zombies. Jesus.
All right, and let's do an initiative roll here.
My God.
Oh, there's my pencil.
A 13
I'll be
plus
right back.
initiative. Which is, of course, probably its own roll. No, it's not. What's initiative? Plus 2?
Initiative is your dexterity, so on your sheet.
Plus 3.
Where is it?
So 16.
Right down there, underneath the skills to the left. There's a little black bar right above where it says health. It says initiative.
Oh, right. Let me see again.
It just occurred to me that I could wear 2 layers and be quite more comfortable.
How is it, if you're that hot, how is wearing 2 layers better?
Well, it's because it was like leather against my skin.
Oh,
It
that
was
would be so
very,
uncomfortable.
very, very uncomfortable.
All right, so where are we? Arrow, what'd you get for your initiative?
I got
there?
16. Some
And
guy, some
I-
guy.
Now I got 19.
All right, so first we get to go Siege, then we go Arrow,
Siege, kill him!
and then we
But why?
we get to go Zomborks.
So they're looking aggressive. Like I need to attack them.
Well,
There's-
they're not necessarily. They're staggering and
Kill it! Kill it!
But maybe it's friendly.
Kill it.
I try to communicate with it first.
All right. All right, and they keep moving towards you.
I will play a song of our people.
And I'll try one more time. Stop moving towards me.
All right, and at this point, by the next round, they will be in distance.
Okay.
Or melee.
So that I don't. Let me first start by saying
Yeah,
I
I
don't
wouldn't waste the
believe
time
that
doing
was my
that.
turn. That was just initial,
Reaction.
testing the water.
Oh, all right.
That is still part of the perception roll.
Interesting. Oh yeah,
so-
now that they're within distance, that wasn't actually what I was saying.
And I'm behind him and say, Siege, kill, attack them. They're scaring me.
All right. So I lurch forward with, let's see, with my axe. Where is the attack part?
You just roll a d20
Okay.
and add what it says under attack.
So on the first sheet, right, you got your abilities. I'll pull up your sheet right now. You got your abilities, And then on the bottom left of that sheet, it'll say defense. It'll say combat defense. That'll show your armor class.
Oh, attacks. I
And then
see.
attacks. And
Oh,
so you
great
got a
sword. Right,
And
right,
you got
right.
a plus
Okay.
5 to attack, and it does 2d6 plus 3 damage.
So would you roll a 9?
So I rolled
Yeah.
a 9.
So 14 to
Okay.
hit.
14. Yes.
Does that hit?
All right. And that is enough.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So now you roll
So-
2d6 plus 3.
Yeah. I
Now
did
from the
figure.
light, you can see there are 4 of them.
And you roll, and if you get a 19 or
4
20, you crit. Oh, you didn't.
A 4, a 5. So 5 plus 3. So 7 damage.
Yeah, 2d6 plus 3. Yeah, so 5, so 8.
All right.
What did I say?
You said 7.
And as it hits, it's kind of like it doesn't splurt blood per se, but it kind of like puffs, like spores come out of it.
Mushrooms.
Oh.
I hate mushrooms.
I
Now I do.
love
I never did
mushrooms.
before. Love porcini.
But now I don't. Ugh.
And I'm going to push Siege forward as he kind of crouches forward, and I'm going to shoot over him at one of the
Alrighty.
other ones.
Oh, duck and
Actually, I'll shoot
blind.
at the same one,
Okay.
because we don't know how strong they are. It's not bloodied or anything. Right? Ooh, 17 plus 7, so
That'll definitely hit.
yeah. 1d6 plus 3. So 7.
Alrighty. Beautiful.
It's piercing if that matters. I don't know.
Yep. And again, where it hits, you see it kind of billows with spores.
Is it like one of those poofy mushrooms?
Well, it's more like it's just so dried and hollowed out.
Okay, so they're like dry
We need to
zombies.
attack.
Yeah, and that's
the
why they're kind of really
heads.
slow, and you can see that they're very slow to move. And
They're crispy.
Okay.
Crispy fried chicken.
all right, so the first one, obviously in distance of Siege now.
All right. But if they're poofy, they can't do much damage.
And it actually gets a critical fumble. It
Nice.
rolls a
Oh.
one.
What'd you
So it
roll?
is a 1, a natural 1.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so it comes to swing. As well, you tell me what happens. What do you want it to happen to it?
It swings and just falls right at my feet. Just like
All right.
doesn't even touch me.
Yep.
Oh
And the
well,
other spores kind of billows up.
that was quite unimpressive, Arrow. It just fell in front of me.
Oh, well, that's not quite as exciting as I thought it would be. Fair enough, let's kill the rest. Does it have
Yes.
mushrooms on them, by the way?
And the other ones start to move into distance.
All right.
Okay.
Siege, hit that one in the head, I say as I slap him on the back. Hit him in the head.
Yes.
Hit him in the head.
So I just stomp on the head of it,
All right.
of the one on the ground in front of me, because it's not dead, right?
Yep, I'll give you advantage on it. Yeah.
17
Beautiful.
plus, so that would be unarmed, right?
Yes.
So 17 plus 5, so 22,
That definitely hits. Yep.
and then yeah, damage of 4, bludgeoning.
All right, and you can see that its whole head just.
More dusty smoke.
Yeah. And just where was I going with that?
Oh, it was like
one of the things
stepping.
one of the things I wanted you to pay attention to, Alex or Siege,
Yes.
is that you actually critical on a 19 or 20.
Oh, before adding or after?
A natural 19.
A natural. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Arrow.
I will take a shot at the one farthest, or the one next in line, and it's a 5 plus a 7, so 12.
That one just kind of clips one of the little funguses that's sitting on its head, but
Damn! Can I use my action point to go again? Or do I have an action point?
no, in strict rules they don't have action points. I think we use them in Draft Askew Secret.
Because you were a
In this,
sweetheart.
they have what's called inspiration, which is whenever you're role playing really well.
Oh, we haven't done any of that.
I know. I've been really disappointing actually, so I haven't awarded any. And basically, what it does is it lets you use an advantage or turn a disadvantage and counter it.
Fair enough.
All right, but yes, you can certainly use inspiration if you'd like.
I would like to go again. There's no sense in not, if I can.
All right. Let's see. Where are you, Arrow?
Arrow,
I
normally
rolled
you're
an 18 this
Well,
time.
You're a much
you do
better
have something
shot.
called an action surge.
Perfect. I will use that, and I will roll again, and I got 18.
All right. I can take one additional action.
Perfect.
Yes. So you'll only be able to do that once.
That's fine. So I got
So
18, and I will
Yep.
hit for 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points again.
Beautiful. And that was the next in line, correct?
Correct.
All right. All right. So now we are going to go. Now that you guys are, well, they've got the one that's lying on the ground. So the next two kind of work to get around it.
Okay.
The other one's still coming up from the back that just got hit and kind of stumbles back a little bit.
Say, Siege, does this remind you of that time when all those zombies attacked us?
Yes, but much more fun and less stressful because these guys are just puffy.
They're quite
falling
silly,
apart.
aren't they? I'll play this while they move.
And I was gonna say, and both of them are actually going for a siege.
And so with that, I take a big, wide swipe in an attempt
not
to hit.
until they do.
It's
They
their
got
turn.
their
I'm
own
sorry.
attack, my friend.
It's their turn
sorry.
first.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Oop.
Oh wait, didn't Arrow just go?
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
so,
it's their turn.
so it goes siege, arrow, zombie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
zombie.
You're right. You're right. I was thinking Arrow Siege then you.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so both are gonna hit.
They did well.
Oh, and they're
Yeah.
both going for me. And I'm just wearing a hide.
Tanned hide. Jesus.
So you are going to receive 16 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus.
These things are fucking crazy, Siege.
Why, I thought they were all puffy. What the hell's going
They're
on
puffed
here?
us, but they're so strong.
Where is my health?
It's on the other side of the defense, the combat side.
I know, but I don't have like any numbers.
Yep, it'll be.
I'll tell you.
So if you look on your sheet,
You have 28.
you've
So
got
you're
28.
like over half dead.
Yeah.
Where do you see 28?
I see it.
So again, in
I'll take
the if you look under your skills, you see
It
where
just
your
might not be
skills
loading
are?
on his.
So okay,
It's
look
not.
right down. Oh, okay.
Okay,
so
so
you
we'll
got
just say
28.
minus
I'll-
16.
I'll put it right there. You got 16.
Oh, buddy.
Okay.
Let's just grab the mushrooms off the dead guy and run. You have 12 health left. All right, Siege's turn then?
Okay.
All
yes.
right. So, with that, oh my god, that hurts so much. Ugh. And I try to swipe for both of them and entirely miss. A 4.
No.
All right. And both of you do a perception, and then Arrow, take your turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, we could use some XP. Maybe save Arrow and Siege's lives. Perception 10 plus
16.
4. So 14.
All right.
16
So
plus
again, you
1, so
see-
17.
Something larger coming up from behind, where the Zomborks were.
Oh, God.
Something lumbering behind.
There's a lumberer.
Oh no. That really hurt, Arrow. I don't know if I can resist another one.
All right, all right. How many mushrooms are on the guy that died right in front of us?
You don't suspect those are the mushrooms you're looking for.
Damn. All right. So there's 4. There's 3 in front of us, and there's a 4th coming from the distance, right?
Yes.
All right.
However, let me just screen share again. Let me actually get it up. Let me get it up.
Can't get it up.
And
When
as
the-
you, sorry, I'm letting you look, and then You see this
Oh shit.
coming down the hall. So these are very different from what you were
Oh.
looking at. Like the ones you were clearly looking at were like orcs that had been taken over by this fungus thing.
And these are the new guys.
And these are the new guys.
Oh no.
All right, Arrow, what do you want to do?
All right. How damp is it in here?
It's pretty damp. It's like you can see the walls are kind of a little bit slimy.
We may have gotten over our heads, Siege.
Never.
Yeah, we can get out of here, no problem. Let's do
kill
it.
them.
And I take my bow and arrow and I shoot the farthest guy. I shoot the closest guy. I shoot the one I already shot, I guess. The one I already shot's not even
That
bloodied.
sounds good. Yep.
Is he even bloodied? No,
Well,
he's
he's dried and husk, so it's hard to tell.
Right. Laureen said I'll give up 3 XP to help Siege and Arrow, or 1 XP or whatever it costs.
All right.
So we will take that. I think it's 1 XP to
For
do an
an
advantage.
Yep.
So I will take one of those 3 XPs. Thank you, Lauren. I will roll this twice and take the better of 2.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you. Okay, so 15 to 7. Both hit. Why aw?
Yep.
Okay.
Why did we got no?
I don't know. And I'll shoot the one closest to me, and it will be 1d6 plus 3.
Yep.
Which is not that good. So 8.
Excellent. Okay, so it kind of like and crumbles.
All
Just
right.
like you notice that the other 2 just stop and then go passive.
Oh, thank God.
As those 3
What?
kind of look and move towards you.
Oh, the mushroom people.
Yeah.
Siege. And I tap him on the back, his bloody wounds. Siege,
And with
they might be willing to communicate.
and with that, I put my sword down to my side and
put
I
my
say,
bow away as well.
"Hello? We're
Hello?
not orcs."
We mean you no harm. Maybe.
All right, and you see the one in the lead kind of takes his hand or claw, does this, and all these little spores.
Oh, run away!
and start to come towards you.
And I run. I run away as fast as I can.
What I want you to do is, what do we do here?
I hold my breath and run.
I take a deep breath.
Not of it.
Yeah,
No, you don't. You'll die.
of the
instantly.
spores.
All right, so Arrow runs backwards.
Yeah.
Siege inhales,
Oh.
and all of a sudden, Siege, you understand that you can communicate telepathically with these creatures.
Ah.
Oh, fair enough.
Arrow, you're running away.
Run,
And I-
Siege!
Arrow, stop.
And I
And-
stop.
But then I realize I don't say that out loud.
Oh, I
say
continue
that
running.
in my head. Arrow, stop.
Who is Arrow?
Your arrow. What are you? Oh, and then I clue into what's happening.
And after I run for a little bit and realize Siege is in there, I take a second. I look towards the exit, look back. If I leave, Siege might die. If I go back, I might die. Right, and I continue towards the exit. And then I stop again and say, but if I exit without Siege or mushrooms, they'll kill me. And then I'll die. Oh, choices. And I stand there for a minute.
All right.
So, I continue to speak telepathically to the mushrooms.
Mhm.
We are here not to fight.
Then why are you here?
We have been sent to look for something.
Are you working for the orcs?
That depends.
And as I round the crest, coming back to Siege, realizing that I can't leave without him, and I'm doomed either way. I kind of walk over the hill, slumped, and I see him standing there looking at the thing, and I'm like,
With the hand
"Oh
out.
bother, what's going on here?"
And again, as you inhale, you realize that you can actually hear the conversation.
What a weird feeling, like an orgasm for my brain.
We are not working for the orcs, just trying to live.
Then we share a commonality.
Oh.
Why? What kills you?
It is those orcs.
And I think for a second to Siege, or I say out loud, I walk over to Siege and I look at the thing and I kind of nod and I turn to Siege and say, Siege, maybe this is our neutral ground. And I make a thought and say, we're up for anything. We can help you kill the orcs, save your home, protect your kin. We help whoever needs it for really any reason. And I smile.
We
Hello, Arrow.
do not wish harm upon the orcs, but they harvest our children.
Oh,
How terrible and
the
delicious.
mushrooms. Arrow.
Oh,
And I
the
and I
mushrooms.
speak out loud with my voice.
Yes.
Arrow, you realize that by doing what Falafel wants us to and stopping the mushrooms from coming into town, we're actually helping these people. And,
Well, people is a loose term.
well, you know what I mean. These fungi,
No, they're pretty fun.
these mushrooms.
Oh, right, yes.
But by not, we might be killed by the orcs.
And I turn back to the thing and say, if we leave without mushrooms, in my head, the orcs will kill us. Do you have another way to leave this town?
How do we know we can trust you?
Arrow. I speak to him again with my mouth. Arrow. Think about it this way. If the orcs have no way to sell the mushrooms because they're banned from the town, then they don't need to get the mushrooms any longer.
Right, but how do we stop them from coming to town and selling them? We'd have to cut it off at its source.
Well, we just tell them they're no longer selling them in the town.
What?
They're no longer selling the mushrooms in the town, and so therefore nobody will buy them, and they don't have any reason to pick them.
But you think the orcs would simply listen to you to say you can't sell them in the town anymore?
Well, I mean, I see what you're saying. It's a bit of a long shot,
Not
but
to mention the next time we pop up in front of the orcs, they'll kill us. And I think back to the mushroom say,
yes.
we'll
Agreed.
do anything to earn your trust. How can we do it?
No, I'm
Oh
just
no, my jaw hurts already.
kidding. Just kidding.
The size of that cockle.
Look at that fungi.
And he reaches out a hand and he says, please, let me search your mind.
Right,
Oh,
Siege. Well,
this
he's not going to
reminds me
find
of a
anything in
movie.
there, so Up to it.
Open your mind.
Yes.
Open your mind.
and I
Alright,
push
so-
Siege forward.
I do, and I touch the
And he touches
fungus's
him and goes,
hand.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Diddly.
Diddly. Just
All right,
unloop.
so once
Boom,
again, I'll need you
boom,
both to do a
boom.
Constitution saving throw.
Sure. I'll probably take the advantage from. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna take the advantage from what's her name again. I'm sorry, Lauren. Lauren, thank you for giving it to us. 12. I'll take
And
I-
plus, it's 12 even, right?
And I did a 15.
Well, 12 plus 3, so 15.
All right. Well, the target must succeed on a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Woot woot.
Yes.
Basically, it just pacifies you.
Oh, okay.
But after that, he withdraws his hand.
Oh. Do you trust us now?
Come with us.
I trust him. Let's go, Siege. And we continue.
Agreed.
And we walk over the dead, crusty orcs and head towards them.
Now, they are very slow moving.
Jesus Christ, these things are like Ents. Remember those fuckers? They took forever. And that movie had 3 endings. Jesus.
There was so much slower, though.
I know. Book was good, though.
All right. And you come
Was missing
to
Tom
a large
Bombadil.
cavern, and you see more of these creatures sitting in a circle.
Hello, friends. My name's Arrow. This is my brother Siege.
Hello.
We hear you're having a bit of trouble with the orcs. Is there anything we can do to help?
Join us. And he kind of gestures towards having a seat within the circle.
Righto. So we sit down.
Yeah.
Ooh, comfy.
Sit.
It's nice and glowy in here. I would love to have a wedding in here, wouldn't you, Siege?
And squishy.
It's so ambient.
Yes. I would love to have a wedding to Kalesk.
So, as you sit down, spores kind of start to float around and circulate through the entire circle.
While we're doing that, I want to do a roll on this guy. Ooh, with a 19. Are they like trustworthy? Are these things trying to kill
You're
us?
doing like an insight?
Yeah.
Um,
So 23 for insight.
yeah, I mean, I would definitely make it a very difficult DC because they're so foreign to you, but I'm going to say they seem pretty peaceful and they haven't done anything to directly harm you that you
Okay.
can tell right now.
Good. 23. So that's
Excellent.
Okay. All right. I watched this pretty spores. Oh.
All right, so I'm going to be uncreative here for a second, just because I like the way this is written directly from the
Oh,
monster
wow.
manual.
We're playing a game.
Cool.
All right. Circles and melds. The largest myconid in a colony is its sovereign, which presides over one or more social groups called circles. A circle consists of 20 or more myconids that work, live, and meld together. A meld is a form of communal meditation that allows myconids to transcend their dull subterranean existence. The myconids rapport spores bind the participants into a group consciousness. So you all share the same consciousness. And then hallucination spores then induce a shared dream that provides entertainment and social interaction.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Myconids consider this melding to be the purpose of their existence. They use it in pursuit of a higher consciousness, collective, union, and spiritual hypothesis. There you go. Myconids also use their rapport spores to communicate telepathically with other sentient creatures.
Cool. So we hang out with them for a bit.
Do a bunch of mushrooms.
Do a bunch of
and
shrooms, get fucked
go
up,
home.
listen to some Pink Floyd.
And that is basically it. After this wonderful, peaceful existence, that again, you realize once they lead you out into. Yeah. Alright. They start to lead you out towards a separate exit.
Oh, that was lovely. Thank you. And what was the main guy's name? Did we learn it?
No.
I'm going to call you Charlie. Thank you, Charlie. That was a beautiful experience.
Yes, thank you very much. And please, we will come back and visit you.
Well, probably not, but still, very nice to meet you.
So we experience this thing with them and then we just leave?
Yes.
Well, and as you're at the door, he says, please help save our children.
No, of course. Is there anything we can do? I mean,
You must stop the orcs.
right.
So,
Well,
To leave.
we can do that. Do you have any gold, perchance?
Arrow.
It is of no use to us.
Well, maybe some orcs died. There must have been something collected in this ancient cave.
Arrow. Let's keep moving. Goodbye, Thank you for the visit, Arrow.
Any?
And as so I pull him away from the cave.
Nothing. No. Not
Just
even a scent.
Now,
Arrow.
you also notice all of a sudden as you get into the sun, how bright the day seems.
Oh.
And you also notice that you guys have like full beards.
Oh. Nice.
How long has it been?
Interesting. Well, Siege.
Arrow.
What?
Listen, if we go back to town, all Philophacy wanted us to tell her where the orcs were. They can come and kill the orcs for all I care. What do you think?
When it comes to matters like this, Siege, there's a lot of complex issues. We have a town that relies on the trade of these orcs. We have the orcs who rely on the taking of these young kin. And we have the mushroom people who don't have any gold. Personally, I think we should fuck off.
And
Dung
move on
Figgus.
to another adventure.
That's right. Dung Figgus lies just past that next hill, perhaps. And I feel within my heart that it is within our grasp within the next week or year or so. Also, I could use a shave.
You know, you make a really good point. Let's go.
Perfect.
With that, I put my hand on his shoulder, and we turn into the sunset.
To the sunset we go to fuck off on another adventure. I love
Come
you,
on,
Siege.
Chuck. Come on, Primrose.
Come,
I love you
horsies.
too, Arrow.
And we walk up, arm in arm, up to the hill to exit.
So, just out of curiosity, has it been a long
Sorry.
time?
Because what the fuck else are we supposed to do? We're not gonna do anything else. I mean, God, I can't even think of what we would do. There's too many options.
Were we in there for a long time? Is that why we grew beards?
3 months.
So the orcs might have been dead anyway.
Yeah.
What would have happened
That's
if we went to the orcs?
Without the mushrooms, they would have killed you and eaten you.
Oh, really? Okay, so there you go. And if we went back to town?
You would have been able to talk your way out of it or whatever. I'm sure you could have persuaded them to.
How
We
did
would
that
have just
adventure
extended
get
the-
beaten? I can't even think of how you would solve that. You'd either have to kill all the orcs, or kill the mushroom people.
Maybe there's no solution.
There must be some sort of global solution.
Well, it would be go back to town and tell what's her name where the orc encampment was, and take a bunch of people and go and eradicate them. Like, hello.
Fair enough. Well, Siege and Arrow care not for this nonsense. We on to another adventure, and the search for Dung Figgus continues. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yes, thank you.
Tomorrow is an
Honestly, I
experiment
thought about,
in frustration.
I thought about, like, because I was just flipping through the monster manual, I was like, oh, these mushroom people have, like, hallucinogenic spores, and I was like, what if by eating their children, it was like the magic mushrooms of the world? And that made me think of Futurama, where they get the
Yeah,
slurm drink,
the
and
poplars.
you realize that they're like,
Oh yeah,
The Poplars. I love that
yeah,
episode.
yeah.
that's
And
a
then,
great. I love the story.
Yeah.
And then that also made me think, how would Siege and Arrow, and would they care, or would they just be like, oh yeah, these are terrible. what an immoral thing to do.
My hope was that we would leave those mushrooms and they'd be like, there's this ancient pile of gold, and we'd just be like, scoop, bye.
Honestly, I don't want Arrow and Siege and Arrow to be too well off.
No, but the thing is, with Siege and Arrow, every time they start an episode, they've spent all the money.
Right.
Because like
yeah.
last time we ended up with money. Basically, I figure we go to the next town, we blow it all on food and hookers, and then it's gone, and then that's just the continuing adventures. It's just forever ongoing. Thus, the ongoing adventures. Because
Oh my god, there were so many times, like, obviously you saw I had to, like, look away because I could not keep a straight face. You guys are ridiculous. So thank you very much for that.
Well, thank you for running the game. I think it's fantastic. And thank you all for watching and hanging out with us and just chilling out with us on this crazy adventure.
Yeah.
Endgame XP. There's a lot of great comments tonight.
I stole the Zomborg one.
There is a lot. There's a few I stole. Ebenezer Buckles was one someone said.
And are you on Discord?
Yeah, Discord.
Okay.
Dung Figgus. There's like shit.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Oh,
You guys
I loved
watching
it.
that you guys
I did.
enjoyed
That
Oh,
was
I loved it. There's
Thanks
nothing better
again.
than having like a straight up like serious adventure to just kind of fuck around with. Because it's like the thing I love about it is because, like you said, like there's actually a scenario written, or like they actually have a way to do their communication, all this shit. Whereas like in a game like if I did it, it would just be something made up weird. But this is actually like, written down, which is cool. Like I googled that as you mentioned. I was like, oh shit, yeah. I'd say we give it to lots of great stuff from Mark, lots of great stuff from Zia. Zia had a ton of comments tonight, which is great. I don't know, what do you guys think?
Honestly, I didn't follow along that well.
Has
'cause,
Zia
so I
gotten it
apologize.
before?
Zia's gotten it. Yeah, she also won mid-game.
Oh, okay. Then I think we should give it to somebody else. No offense, Zia.
No offense taken, Zia. I'm going to give it to Rin, I think. Rin, because she always follows along. And because she
There
was
you
the
go.
first person with the answer, and I know a few people copied her from the mid-game post. So, we're going to give it to Rin. Well done, Rin! You win endgame post. Thank you so much for hanging out. This Saturday, 1 o'clock, we're doing GM at the Invictus Academy. GM prep or game prep shows you how I make a game. We're also going, because I'm going to be running the game next Wednesday. Here's a little fun thing. I'm going to show you how I prep a game normally. I'm going to show you how that worked into the last Call of Cthulhu game that we ran. And I'm also going to prep the next Wednesday game with you guys and kind of show you that. So if you want to see a little bit about what's going to happen next Wednesday, then you can hang out on Saturday too, and it'll kind of give you a clue into how it works, and then you can see it actually unfold on Wednesday. If you don't want, it's not going to be a whole reveal, you're not going to find out everything, but it's just a neat little look. We're also going to be talking about RPG etiquette, how to be nice and how to deal with problem players, and NPCs, creating interesting NPCs. That's what we're talking about Saturday. Hang out with us Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's it for me. Thank you so much, Mycl. Another round of applause for you. Thank you. Thank you, Alex, for hanging out with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We're going to see you guys next week. And as my best friend Mike always likes to say,
We'll see you around the table.
we will see you around the table, guys. Good night.
Good night.